Now, the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California presents
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you a play of suspense and smiles, starring William Bendix and Alan Jocelyn.
Suspense is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you a remarkable tale of suspense.
And with Raymond Chandler's satirical suspense tale, Pearls Are a Nuisance. And with the performances of William Bendix and Alan Jocelyn, Roma Wines hope indeed to keep you in suspense.
It's quite true I wasn't doing anything that morning except looking at a blank sheet of paper in my typewriter and thinking about writing a letter. It's also quite true that I don't have a great deal to do any morning, but I like not doing anything. It gives me something to do. And I don't like telephone calls that interfere with it. That's why I have two telephones, one a public phone that I can ignore, and the other a private phone, which I better answer if I know what's good for me, and I do.
What did you say, darling?
Oh, I said good morning, dear.
How are you, darling? Busy?
Yes and no. Mostly no. Why?
Somebody has stolen Mrs. Penruddock's pearls, and I want you to find them.
Possibly you think you have the police department on the line. This is the residence of Walter Gage. Walter Gage speaking.
If you aren't out here in less than half an hour, you'll receive a small parcel by registered mail containing a diamond engagement ring.
I'll tell Mr. Gage when he comes in. No, I went naturally. I even hurried. Ellen's voice has that effect on me. I think it's the way she says...
Walter, darling.
Yes, Ellen.
Mrs. Penruddock's pearl necklace has been stolen.
So you said on the telephone my blood pressure remains normal.
It's a string of 49 matched pink pearls that Mr. Penruddock gave his wife on their golden wedding anniversary.
Only 49 pearls for 50 years of marriage? I wonder which was the bad year.
Oh, shut up, darling.
Yes, dear.
The worst part of it is the pearls are false.
False? Well, evidently they're all bad years.
Don't be silly, Walter. The pearls were real enough when Mr. Penruddock gave them to her. The fact is, she sold them and had copies made. Those copies have been stolen. You've got to get them back, Walter.
Well, what does it matter if they're false?
Well, she's terrified that the thief will blackmail her when he finds out they're only imitations. If Mr. Penruddock ever hears that she sold originals...
I begin to see what might be described as daylight. But where do I start looking for these baubles from which your elderly employer is so loath to be separated?
Because I know who stole them. The chauffeur we had here a few months, Walter. A horrid big bruiser named Henry Eichelberger. He left suddenly the day before yesterday for no reason at all, without a word. I'm sure he stole the pearls.
How big did you say he is?
About 6 feet.
In that case...
3.
3? 6'3"?
3.
I'm sure he didn't take them, dear, couldn't have.
He tried to kiss me once, Walter.
Oh, he did. Tried to kiss you, huh? Where is this big slab of meat, darling?
Here's the address he gave me when he first came here to work. Sounds like an unpleasant neighborhood.
Not half as unpleasant as it'll be for Eichelberger when I arrive. Tried to kiss you, did he?
The pearls are the important thing, Walter. And be careful. He's 6'3", remember?
I find it difficult to forget. Eichelberger's address proved to be a seedy-looking hotel upstairs over a Chinese laundry. At the head of the stairs was the door marked manager. I rang the bell.
Pull up, Bud. Roll.
I'm not inquiring for a room. I'm looking for one Henry Eichelberger, whom I'm informed lives here.
If he does, he ain't registered.
That, as of course you know, is contrary to the law.
A wise guy, hey. Down the hall, Jack. 218.
Have the kindness to show me the way.
Huh. What do you know? A duke, no less. Okay, your lordship. Pick up your feet, hey? This is it. He's out.
Have the goodness to unlock the door. I wish to go in and wait for this Eichelberger.
In a pig's valise. Who do you think you are, Jake boy?
I wouldn't call me names if I were you.
You wouldn't, hey? Well, that just shows the difference between you and me, because I would. You want to make something out of it, hey?
Yes.
What? Oh. Hey, that wasn't fair. You got 20 years on me, hey?
Well, open the door, hey? I have no time to argue with you.
$1. $2, and I won't even tell Eichelberger when he comes in, hey?
That is a deal.
Brother, you can hit. I'll say that for you, hey?
Thanks, hey. Here's your money. If you hear any noises later on, ignore them. If there's any damage, it'll be paid for generously.
I hope you know what you're doing, hey?
I searched all the likely places where he might have hidden the necklace, and then I searched all the unlikely places. No necklace. Then I heard approaching footsteps.
How did you get in here, Sonny?
The explanation of that can wait. I'm looking for one Henry Eichelberger. Are you he?
Get you, a real comedian. Wait till I loosen my belt before you make me laugh.
My name's Gage, Walter Gage. Are you Eichelberger?
Give me a nickel and I'll tell you.
I'm the fiancé of Miss Ellen McIntosh. I'm informed that you tried to kiss her.
What do you mean, tried?
I hit him rather severely on the left eye. Then the right. And I gave him a crushing uppercut to the jaw. He looked at me with an air of patient resignation and then hit me. I bent over and took hold of the room with both hands and spun it. When I had it nicely spinning, I gave it a full swing and hit myself on the back of the head with the floor. I believe I lost consciousness at about this point. At any rate, I was no longer aware of the time of day.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as stars Mr. Alan Jocelyn and Mr. William Bendix, whom you are hearing in Pearls Are a Nuisance by Raymond Chandler, which is Roma Wines' presentation tonight of Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. We quote now a brief word from the famous hostess, Elsa Maxwell.
The delicious flavor of tender broiled chicken, the succulence of spring lamb garnished with mint leaves, deserves the matchless flavor complement of Roma California Sauterne. This delicate wine, pale gold in color, delightful in bouquet, is a delicious flavor mate with fish or fowl.
Yes, just as the musical conductor blends the tones of different instruments, so the knowing hostess can combine the flavors of food with wine. Each glassful of Roma Sauterne is alight with Roma's rich heritage in winemaking. Here is a masterpiece of the wine grower's age-old skill. And all Roma wines, you'll find, are always unvaryingly good. The result of carefully selected grapes, picked at the peak of perfection in sunny California's choicest vineyards, and gently pressed. Then the natural juices are stored and guided with the ancient skill of Roma wineries to full goodness. Roma wines do not vary, are always high in quality, yet cost only pennies a glass. More Americans enjoy Roma than any other wines. R-O-M-A, Roma Wines.
And now Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage William Bendix as J. Henry Eichelberger and Alan Jocelyn as Walter Gage in Pearls Are a Nuisance, a muscular drama replete with situations well calculated to keep you in suspense.
While I was thinking about the possibility of getting back to my feet in the very near future, a wet towel began to slap at my face, and I opened my eyes. The face of one Henry Eichelberger was close to mine and bore a certain appearance of tender solicitude.
All right, but I thought maybe you was killed, Jack. You got a stomach as weak as Chinese tea.
What happened? As if I didn't know.
You tripped on a itty-bitty tear in the carpet. You feel like getting up? Here, I'll give you a hand. Come on.
Thank you, Henry. May I call you Henry?
No tax on it. You look okay. Why don't you tell me you were sick?
Eichelberger, you swine, that does it.
Cut it out. You'll muss my hair.
I wish you'd fall down when I hit you, Henry. Just once. It would do wonders for my morale.
You and me could get along, Jack. I never kiss your girl, even if I ain't saying I wouldn't like to. Is that all that's eating on you?
Well, no, there's another matter.
Well, sit down and tell me the score. Only, no more haymakers. They give me a headache. Promise?
I promise. Tell me, why did you leave the employ of Mrs. Penraddock?
You tell me. Am I what you might call a good looker?
Well, Henry...
Don't soap me.
No, then. I wouldn't call you handsome exactly, but unquestionably you ate your spinach as a child, if that's a consolation.
Get you, a real comedian. Wait till I loosen my belt. Look, suppose you fell for a doll with stars in her hair. A guy like me that looks like a taxi going down the street with both doors open. Then suppose you get a job where you see this doll all the time and every day. What would you do, Jack? Me, I just quit the job.
Ellen?
Yeah.
Henry, I'd like to shake your hand.
Go ahead.
Now, there's one more thing. One rather insignificant detail. I'm empowered to arrange for the return of Mrs. Penraddock's pearls. $50 reward and no embarrassing questions.
You got nerve, Jack. So you think I stole some marbles and I'm sitting around here waiting for a flock of dicks to swarm me?
The police have not been told, Henry, and you may not be aware, but the pearls are false.
False? You mean they're false?
Exactly.
And you think I'd bother myself to hook some phonies?
You mean you didn't steal the necklace, Henry?
Now, look. If they was ringers, I wouldn't be bothered. And if they was real, I wouldn't be holed up in no cheap flop in L.A., waiting for a couple of carloads of Johns to put the sneeze on me, would I?
That's exactly what I thought, Henry. Well, as long as you didn't steal them, how'd you like the job of helping me recover them?
Are you kidding?
No, Henry, it's obvious that if you didn't snatch these marbles, I believe that's the expression, someone else did, and you can help me find him. How about it?
Well, why not?
Why not, indeed?
Well, you got any ideas of where to start?
Yes, I have. I feel that we must, as they say, tap the grapevine. When a string of pearls is stolen, all the underworld must be seething.
Maybe you got right, but this underworld that's doing all this seething ain't going to seethe much over a string of glass beads, or I might punch you.
I am thinking, Henry, that the underworld probably has a sense of humor, and a thief who went to the trouble of stealing some worthless trinkets would be the butt of considerable coarse jest.
There's the knuckles of an idea in that. I would say something like that could get around the pool rooms and start a little wholesome chuckling, all right?
Yes, all we need to do is to locate a reliable crook.
Say. Oh, there's a key named Lou Scandisi that runs the Blue Lagoon downtown. Might be interested in some marbles, but he don't like being asked questions.
He sounds dangerous.
Yeah, we'll turn him inside out and take a look at his liver.
Very well, let us go and beard this Scandisi character in his malodorous den.
Yeah, let us go and leave us do what you said.
Mr. Scandisi's Blue Lagoon wasn't difficult to find. It was a rather soiled establishment bathed in an unpleasant blue light. Henry and I went through a small, dim dining room to a door marked private.
You Scandisi?
Who wants it to know?
Me and my friend here want to talk to you.
So? Well, talk. I'm listening.
It's about some pearls, 49. Is that right, Walter?
Quite right, Henry.
A pearl necklace that somebody hoisted.
Go on and get out before I have you thrown out.
You do what?
I'll do nothing.
That's better, doughface. What about them pearls?
Well, I don't think I heard about it.
Try to remember. Maybe if I pulled off one of your ears, it might help.
Henry, you seem to be doing all the work. Do you think that's quite fair?
Well, okay, you work them over. These fat guys brew something lovely.
Oh, take it easy. I ain't heard nothing. You guys insurance men, huh?
Now you're cooking with helium, doughface.
Well, what insurance company you boys work for?
Give him our card, Walter.
This is my personal card. It has my phone number on it.
Yeah. Okay. You may be surprised. You may get a call.
What do you think, Walter? You think this muzzler is leveling with us?
I dare say he wouldn't be above telling us an untruth.
Get you, a real comedian. Wait till I loosen my belt. You giving us the straight goods, Scandisi?
Straight goods, absolute. We'll cooperate. I bet you get a call.
Okay. So long, Scandisi. And keep your schnozzle clean if you don't want to be looking for it under your desk, hey?
And that goes for your cat, too, Scandisi, hey.
Well, what now?
I think we've done an adequate day's work, Henry. The procedure would seem to be for me to go home and wait for the telephone to ring, bearing glad tidings from the underworld.
What about me?
I would suggest that you wend your way homeward also. Here's my private number. Call me in the morning.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
I went home and waited for the phone to ring. I must have fallen asleep after a while. It was quite dark. when the call came through. Well, here goes. Walter Gage speaking, Acme Insurance Company.
When did you become an insurance company?
Oh, hello. It's you, Ellen. Why didn't you call on the private phone?
Oh, I didn't have the number handy. You haven't found the pearls yet.
How'd you know?
We just got a telephone call.
From whom?
He wouldn't say. All he said was he heard from somebody named Stan something.
Scandeezy?
And that's it. That we were looking for the pearls.
Has he found out the pearls are false?
No. And I didn't tell him.
All right, don't worry. We have an idea how to get them back.
We? Who's we?
Henry and me.
Henry? Henry who?
Heidelberger. I've hired him to help me find the pearls.
Are you out of your mind? Didn't Henry take the pearls?
Of course not. He only left because he was in love with you.
Oh, Walter, that big brute. How could you say such a thing?
Ellen, I thought you'd be flattered.
Flattered? I never want to speak to you again, Walter Gage. Goodbye.
Ellen! Oh, women, I sometimes wonder. Oh, hello, honey. I'm so glad you called back. Listen, darling,
Who you calling honey, sweetheart?
Who's this?
Never mind. Your name Gage?
Yes?
A guy named Scandese says you're looking for some oyster fruit. A frail named McIntosh says you're the guy to talk to.
Possibly.
Well, I got 49 of them, pal. Pink ones. $5,000 is the price.
Why, that's absurd. Those pearls happen to be false.
Quit your kidding. You heard me. 5 G's. I'll give you tomorrow afternoon to scrape it together. Then I'll call you and let you know where to meet me.
Hello?
Ellen, this is Walter.
I told you I never wanted to speak to you again.
All right, I won't speak to you. Just tell me the name of the man who sold Mrs. Penroddick's pearls for her.
Gallimore, Roger Gallimore. He has a jewelry company downtown.
Thank you.
Walter!
How do you like it, darling? I was beginning to see the light. The next morning, I went to see this Mr. Gallimore. He was a tall, pink man of about 70, and he listened to my narrative of events with considerable interest.
5,000 seems like a good deal for a string of false pearls.
Yes, indeedy. And you know what I think, Mr. Gallimore?
What, Mr. Gage?
I believe that the pearls are in fact real. You're a very old friend of Mrs. Penroddick. Perhaps even a childhood sweetheart. When she gave you the pearls to sell, you didn't sell them, Mr. Gallimore. Instead, you gave her $20,000 of your own money and returned the pearls to her, pretending they were imitations of the original necklace.
Son, you think a lot smarter than you talk.
I try very hard, Mr. Gallimore. And I'm correct?
Embarrassingly so, Mr. Gage. The pearls are real. Now, what would you like me to do?
Give me $5,000 with which to get them back. Mr. Gallimore felt much better after he'd had a glass of water, and some hours later I managed to convince him that I knew approximately what I was doing. He gave me a check for $5,000. This check, Henry.
You mean he gave it to you? 5,000 fish, just like that?
You have said it.
Well, I'll be a Mickey Finn at a woman's club lunch. Kid, you got something with that daisy chain chatter of yours.
Thank you, Henry. At any rate, all that remains now is for the phone to ring. Aha.
You can say that again.
Very well. Aha. Hello?
Gage?
Yes, who's this?
Guess. You got the dough?
It's in my pocket at this exact moment. If I have any assurance of honorable treatment, I'm prepared to go through with it.
Oh, you get the marbles, okay? We're in this business a long time, and we can't afford the wealth. If we did it, it'd get around, and nobody would play with us.
I understand. What are your instructions?
Tonight at 8 sharp, you'll be at Pacific Palisades. You got that?
Yes.
At the end of the dirt road, corner of Sunset and Corona Del Mar. Be there at 8 sharp. And come alone, and no guns. No funny business, no smart work, and no slip-up, nobody get hurt. That's the way we do business.
Very well. Oh, one last thing. Where did you get my phone number from, Scandese?
Who else? 8 o'clock, then. And no tricks.
That is very interesting.
What?
The telephone.
Yeah. Hooray for Alexander Graham, what's his name? But what did the guy say?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's all arranged, Henry. I'm to meet them tonight, all by myself, and give them the money.
All by yourself, huh? Get you a real comedian. Wait till I loosen my belt. They'll take the dough and leave you laying there bleeding all over yourself, and they'll still have the marbles. I ought to go with you.
Henry, it's my duty, and I must brave these monsters and human guys alone and unattended. Of course, I do have a big car, and you could hide on the floor under a rug.
It's a cinch.
But maybe...
Walter, the only thing wrong with you, as far as I can see, is you got holes in your head. All I'm trying to do is keep you from getting another one. I'm going with you.
So it was settled. Henry was to go with me. That afternoon, I stopped at the bank,
500,
where I cashed
10,
Mr.
50,
Gallimore's
20,
check and
25,
changed it into $100 bills.
3,500.
You counted as though it were your own.
5,000.
5,000?
5,000.
And now a roll of quarters, please.
Roll of quarters, please.
There seems to be an echo in here. Leave them in the wrapper.
Ooh, quite heavy, aren't they?
Yes, aren't they? So late that evening, I found myself out on the Pacific Palisades with Henry Eichelberger, boy, in the back of the car. I was very nervous. I think Henry was also. Neither of us were any too sure of what was going to happen that night.
Oh, me back.
What's the matter, Henry? Aren't you comfy back there?
Oh, I'm comfy, all right. Only my heater keeps digging into me. Ain't we there yet?
Well, we're getting close. Stay down. This is business. This is the end of the line, Henry. Be careful. They're probably watching me.
Okay.
What's that?
Oh, that's me, Walter. My gun is breaking my back.
Well, stop sitting on it.
I did. Anything stirring?
No, keep quiet.
I'll make like a little mousie.
Don't you think we've waited long enough, Henry?
We only been waiting 15 minutes. You sure this is the place?
Yes, of course.
Well, let's get out of the car and see if anybody shoots at us. Then we'll know if somebody's around.
Well, that seems to be the difficult way of finding out, but let's try it. I personally feel sure that there's no one here but you and I.
Suckered. You know what happened, Walter?
What do you think, Henry?
Well, it was just a tryout, that's all. Tomorrow this guy calls you again on the phone and he says sorry, but they had to be careful and they'll try again tonight maybe. Maybe out in San Fernando Valley. And the price is now $10,000 on account of their extra trouble. I ought to go back and twist that Scandisi so he spends the rest of his life looking up his left pants leg.
Well, Henry, what's the next move?
I'll beat it home, I guess. Anyhow, I won't need this gun anymore. My back is sore enough from it.
We stood there and looked at one another, Henry and I. He doubled his hands into fists and shook them slowly in his sadness. I, too, was melancholy. In the brief time I'd known Henry, I'd grown very fond of him.
Yeah, that's it, all right. Nothing else to do but beat it on home. That's all is left to us.
I took my right hand out of my pocket. I have large hands. In my right hand nestled the roll of quarters I'd gotten from the bank that morning. My hand made a large and heavy fist around them. Henry didn't notice.
What are you looking at me so funny for, Walter?
I just wanted to say good night, Henry. You had 2 strikes on me. Well, this is the big one.
I don't get it.
He got it then. My fist, with nearly a pound of metal in it, caught him squarely on the jaw. For a moment, he wavered back and forth on his feet, and then... Henry Eichelberger lay motionless on the ground, as limp as a rubber glove. I found the pearls twined around his ankle inside his left sock. Well, Henry, I said, although he couldn't hear me, you're a gentleman, even if you are a thief. You could have taken the money a dozen times today. You could have taken it a little while ago when you still had the gun. But even that repelled you. You threw the gun away, and we were man to man. But still you hesitated. In fact, Henry, I said, for a successful thief, you hesitated just a little too long. But as a sporting man, I can only think more highly of you. Goodbye, Henry, and good luck, I said. I put a $100 bill in his chubby little fist and withdrew. End of story.
But how did you know it was Henry, darling?
You told me so, little lemon cookie. You were quite sure of it.
I know, but you must have had proof of some kind.
Well, there was one other minor detail that convinced me Henry was the guilty party. I gave Scandisi my phone number, but I have 2 telephones. One's a private line. Only 2 people had that number. You were one of them. Henry was the other. When Henry's accomplice got in touch with me, he used the phone number I'd given Henry, not the one I gave Scandisi. You see?
Oh, darling, you're so clever.
Well, of course, you may kiss me if you like. A few months after Ellen and I were married, we received a letter postmarked Honolulu. It was from Henry.
My dear, dear Walter, I have only just received the joyous tidings that you and Ellen are embarked upon the happy tide of holy matrimony. I am so glad for you. I often think of you, Walter, particularly with an overwhelming curiosity as to what it was you struck me with that night. Ah, well, I dare say it can only be conjecture on my part now. A hammer, perhaps. That I allowed my jaw to be exposed to your weapon while I stood there meditating as to whether to take your 5,000 then or wait for 10 the following evening was a human error of judgment. At any rate, I entertain no feelings of ill will toward you. On the contrary, I am indebted to you greatly. The ease with which you talked Mr. Gallimore out of $5,000 has changed my life. I have been taking English lessons myself, and am now practicing on a wealthy widow woman, not without financial success. Ah, toujours le sport. Devotedly, Henry. P.S. Was it perchance an anvil, I wonder?
You know, Henry wasn't such a bad fellow. All I really disliked him for was his barbaric English. Now he's changed that. Maybe I should have married him. What do you think, Walter?
Oh, gets you. A real comedian. Wait till I loosen my belt.
And so closes Pearls Are a Nuisance, in which Roma Wines have brought you William Bendix and Alan Jocelyn as co-stars of tonight's study in Suspense. Suspense is produced, edited, and directed by William Spear.
Before our stars return to the microphone, let me say a word for Roma Wines, the sponsor of Suspense. Elsa Maxwell's hospitality is always simple and unaffected. The other day she said,
A few old friends, some comfortable chairs, a glass or two of good Roma California sherry, and there you have the perfect combination for a pleasant evening at home. In fact, you'll find the light, nut-like flavor of this glorious amber golden Roma sherry is delightful any time. A delicious prelude to dinner, a gracious note of hospitality whenever friends drop in.
best of all, Roma Wines are so reasonably priced, any family can afford to serve them regularly. The goodness of Roma Wines can add a lot to the joy of your daily living. Always delightful, always unvaryingly high in quality, yet cost only pennies a glass. And the next time you use vermouth, sweet or dry, use Roma vermouth. Zestful, herb-flavored Roma vermouth is blended, mellowed, developed, and bottled in California with all the traditional winemaking skill of Roma wineries. Try Roma vermouth soon, won't you?
This is Alan Jocelyn. I trust that you dyed-in-the-wool suspense fans who are accustomed to somewhat heavier meat on these Thursday dramas weren't displeased with our efforts in the interests of gaiety and insouciance. Do you concur, Mr. Bendix?
Who gets you, a real comedian? Wait till I loosen my galluses.
Courtesy impels me to tell you that Mr. Bendix here is being heard weekly on his own radio show, The Life of Riley, and Paramount impels me to say that he'll soon be seen in their production 2 years before the match.
Permit me to return the favor, hey? Alan Jocelyn is soon going to be seen in the 20th Century Fox 30th anniversary production, Colonel Effingham's Race.
Thanks, Bill.
No, not at all, not at all.
Next Thursday, you will hear John Payne and Stuart Irwin as stars of Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Now, Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. Roma Wines present
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Mr. Gregory Peck as star of The Lonely Road, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you Gregory Peck in a remarkable tale of suspense.
Okay, Lieutenant. You can question him now.
Thanks, Doc. Well, hello, Gare. How goes it?
Oh, not bad. You want a statement, I suppose.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Well, tell me first, is she apt to get the extreme penalty?
Well, that'll depend a lot upon what you have to say.
I see. Well, I'll give it to you straight. I'm counting on you to do your best for her.
Oh, sure. Well, go ahead, shoot.
Okay. The first time I saw Jenny, she was coming along the road carrying a suitcase. I knew she was headed for our place because it's the only house for miles around there. I was trimming the hedge, and I'd got as far as the rear gate when she reached it. I waited for her to speak.
Is this the Gare place?
That's right. What can I do for you?
You had an ad in the paper for a girl to do general housework.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, come along into the house. My wife will want to have a talk with you.
This is a beautiful place you've got here, Mr. Gare. But it's certainly hard to get to.
You've walked from the highway?
Yeah. Must have been almost 5 miles. The sun is something fierce. I almost gave up. Don't any buses run along here?
No, we're pretty isolated. If when there's help in the house, I always manage to give them a lift into town.
That makes it nice, Mr. Gare.
What's your name?
Jenny.
Jenny what?
Jenny'll do.
All right, Jenny. In here, please. And Mrs. Gare's a trifle hard of hearing, so you'll have to speak up a bit. Oh, Helen, this is Jenny. She's come in answer to our advertisement.
Oh, yes. I'm very glad to see you, Jenny. Won't you sit down?
She was extraordinarily looking. Not beautiful or pretty. Striking, I guess, would be the word. She had heavy black braids wound about her head. Her eyes were a clear green and looked straight through you. And she was lean and powerful, like a young animal, a leopard or a panther or something. Well, my wife engaged Jenny. That night she cooked an excellent dinner and served it well. She had on a purple skirt and a cerise, I guess you'd call it, blouse, and I could see Helen eye it with disfavor. Every time the girl came close to me, I could feel the strength of her. And those green eyes watched us as if she was sizing us up. We took our coffee and cigarettes out on the veranda after dinner. You can look right over the orange grove to the hills. It's nice.
Steve, what do you think about Jenny?
Oh, well, it's a little early to judge. Seems capable enough. That was a darn good dinner, if you ask me. Maybe we're in luck, darling.
Maybe. What is she, do you think? Mexican?
No, I'd say Slavic with that build and shape of face. A little more coffee, Helen. Half a cup.
You're probably right. There's a sort of, gypsy arrogance, boldness about her that makes me uneasy, as if I'd have something to cope with.
We went up to bed early. I was pretty exhausted every night with all the physical work I had to do. I turned out the light and for some reason stepped over to the window. Jenny's room was downstairs on the same side of the house as ours in the rear. Her light was still on. She was getting ready for bed, and her shadow, huge and black, lay across the lawn. Her arms were raised to take down those heavy braids. There was something actually classic about the thing. The picture of it stayed in my mind long after I'd got into bed. Well, 2 or 3 days went by, and Jenny, well, the thing was, You were conscious of her all the time. Wherever she was, about the house, whatever she was doing, you thought about her. I was working in the garage one afternoon when she came out there with the butcher knife.
Mrs. Gare says you've a whetstone out here. Could I get you to sharpen my knife for me, Mr. Gare?
Of course. Just a moment.
What's that you're doing?
Oh, I'm trying to mend this old bear trap.
Oh, are you a trapper, Mr. Gare?
Oh, no. Hardly. There's a coyote around that's been stealing the chickens. I'm hoping to catch him. There. Now then, let's have the knife.
What do you do, Mr. Gare?
Well, Jenny, Mrs. Gare was a concert pianist at the time of our marriage. I was a manager. Now I take care of her properties. Holdings, investments, you know.
You mean you sign things for her, like checks and papers and things?
Power of attorney, yes, that's part of it.
Pretty soft for you. Huh, Mr. Gare?
Oh, on the contrary, it's quite a job. Keeps me busy.
I still say you've got a pretty setup. And she didn't get such a bad deal herself. She's crazy in love with you. Anybody can see that. Why not? You're good looking, Mr. Gare. And young. You must be at least 12 years younger than she is.
Now, here's your knife, Jenny. Careful now. It's like a razor.
Thanks a lot. That's the way I want it. I can't stand a dull knife. So, I'll probably bother you often.
A few more days went by. I finished my trap and set it out near the chicken run, hoping I'd catch my thief. And one night after dinner, we were in the living room. What's the matter, Helen?
Steve, it's that girl. She was standing there in the dining room door listening.
Jenny? Well, she probably likes music. What's the harm?
Oh, it isn't that. She's always listening and watching. It's beginning to get on my nerves.
How about her work?
Oh, well, she works hard enough. She's willing and clean as a pin, but... Well, I have a feeling she doesn't respect me, that I just don't figure in her scheme of things. She's just simply taken the place over. I don't even run my own house anymore.
Well, fire her, or why don't you?
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Say the word and I'll do it for you.
No, I don't want you to. Steve, frankly, I'd be afraid to tell her to go. She might get ugly and set fire to the house or something.
Oh, I never heard such nonsense in my life. What ails you, Helen? Aren't you well?
I'm just terribly nervous, Steve. Maybe that's why she takes advantage.
Well, that settled that. I felt like a heel, though, because I was relieved that Helen didn't want to fire Jenny. I was obliged to admit to myself that the girl was getting under my skin. Any little service she had to perform for me, she made very special, standing as close as she dared. I could feel the magnetism of that strong, perfect body. Her hair smelled like new apples, and those clear green eyes would linger caressingly in mine. Then, after about 2 weeks, one night, it must have been 1 or 2 o'clock.
Steve, wake up.
What's the matter?
That girl. I think she's out there in the hallway. I think she's been in this room.
Oh, Helen.
I'm frightened, Steve. Please make a light.
Oh, all right. No one around, Helen. You must have been dreaming, dear.
Oh, perhaps I was. I dream about her often, Steve. Horrid, confused kind of dreams. I'm trying to scream for help and can't. It's just...
Oh, good Lord, Helen. I never thought anybody could get you down. You've got to control yourself somehow. This is just plain silly.
Yes.
I turned out the light and got back into bed. In a little while, I could hear Helen's even breathing and knew she was asleep. I lay there, thinking. About Jenny, of course. I never thought of much else. In a moment, I heard the piano. So faint, I thought I was imagining it. And it came again. Weird. Ghostly. I got up again, put on my robe, and slipped downstairs. The living room was dark except for the moonlight pouring through the window. And Jenny's figure, black against the light, was moving towards me. Almost before I knew it, she'd pressed close against me, crushing her mouth to mine. It was like being stung. Sharp, sweet, terrible. Jenny, what is this?
Don't kid me. You knew this was coming, that it had to come, that nothing could keep us apart. Now, everything's going to be all right.
But Jenny, we can't. Helen is no fool.
We can't let her stand in our way.
What do you mean?
It won't be hard. Just a matter of figuring the best way.
I don't know what you mean, Jenny. And we can't stay here talking like this any longer.
It'll be just you and me, Steve. And all that money. Think what we can do with it. Just think.
Are you crazy?
Yeah. Crazy for you. Just like you are for me. Listen, Steve. Inside of 5 or 6 years, you're going to be stuck with a deaf old woman. What you going to do? Sit here and grow old with her? Not you. Sooner or later, you'll clear out. So why not now? With me.
Why, it's not so simple as you make it sound, my dear.
All you have to do is to spread around the town that Helen's going to visit her folks. Mississippi or someplace. And leave her to me. Afterwards, you can say your wife's decided to stay down south. That you're going to sell out and join her. Then we can turn everything into cash and we're on our way. Easy?
The next few days I worked outside till my hands bled and my whole body shrieked with pain. To keep from thinking, I began having nightmares. I'd wake up in a cold sweat and lie there longing for daylight, swearing that as soon as morning came, I'd throw that girl out of the house. But she'd brush against me or touch my hand, and I'd be wild for her again. I guess I knew then that sooner or later I'd agree to nearly anything she asked.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you as star Gregory Peck in The Lonely Road by Marion Orth. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. Today is the first day of spring, a welcome time everywhere, but especially at Roma. For in Roma's carefully kept vineyards, located in California's choicest wine-growing districts, the precious vines are already stirring with renewed life. The eternal miracle of soil and sun is now creating the luscious goodness of tender grapes that Roma's master vintners patiently, unhurriedly, guide to tempting, mellow wine perfection for you. If you've never enjoyed fine Roma California wines, you'll be delighted to discover Roma can offer you so much taste luxury for so little. Yes, Roma is America's first choice in wine for every occasion, every day. Yet, you can enjoy fine Roma wine for just pennies a glass, about the cost of a soft drink. And all Roma wines are bottled at the winery to bring you sealed-in, unvarying goodness always. So, for praise-winning hospitality, or for happy family evenings at home, serve Roma Sherry, Port, Muscatel, or Tokay. Insist on Roma, R-O-M-A, Roma wines. Discover why more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine.
And now Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Gregory Peck, who as Stephen Gare in The Lonely Road continues a narrative well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Helen began to get on my nerves. It seemed that every day she looked older, washed out, became deafer. I began to despise her, to want her out of my way, out of Jenny's in my way. one morning at breakfast, Jenny came in and stood there looking at me fixedly.
Well, Jenny, what is it?
If you're going to town today, Mr. Gare, I've written down some things for the house.
Very well, Jenny. If your list's ready, give it to me. I'll be leaving in a few minutes. I knew what she meant. She was getting impatient. My reply, which she waited for with those green eyes fixed on mine, was virtually a consent to her plan. As for me, I wasn't sure what I meant to do, but I thought it would do no harm, at least, to set the ball rolling. In town, I dropped into the garage and asked the mechanic to look the car over. I said Mrs. Gare was planning a trip to visit her family in Mississippi, that I'd have to drive her into Tucson to take the train, and that my tires weren't so good. After that, I stopped at the realty office.
Really, Mr. Gare, you're thinking of selling that beautiful place of yours?
Oh, it's just a possibility. I don't want any prospective buyers about the place as yet, but my wife is planning a trip south, and I may follow her and remain there permanently. Help such a problem. A place of ours takes a lot of handling. A fellow gets fed up after a while.
Well, there'd be no difficulty disposing of the property, Mr. Gare. Well, just let me know when you're ready, and meanwhile, I won't bother you with people coming.
I drove home in a sort of trance. I wasn't shocked at what I'd done, and the thing was still wide open if I wanted to back out. When I got home, I didn't want to go into the house. So far, I'd had no luck with the coyotes, so I busied myself setting the trap in another spot. While I was doing this, Jenny came out with that butcher knife again, and we went into the garage. Helen was at the piano.
Did you do what I told you to, Steve?
Yes.
Good. I can't stand this much longer.
All right, Jenny. But I can't bear to be here when...
Kiss me, Steve. Don't worry. It'll be when you're out of the house.
She didn't say any more, just looked at me with a twisted little smile. I gave her the sharpened knife, and she kissed me and went into the house. At dinner that night, Helen said...
I had words with Jenny today, Steve. I can't have her around any longer. You can fire her tonight if you will.
What? Oh, no, my dear. I offered to do it once, and you wouldn't let me. Now you'll just have to do it yourself.
Steve, I'm afraid of her terribly.
Why, has she been ugly, threatening?
Oh, don't shout so, Steve. I'm not as deaf as all that. And she'll hear you. No, she hasn't threatened me, nothing like that. There's just something about her that fills me with horror.
Oh, you're imagining things, Helen. What possible reason could she have for harming you?
I don't know, but this house has become a dreadful place. I'm cold all the time, and I'm shaky, and you seem different. You look at me sometimes as if you hate me.
Now, see here,
Don't
Helen,
try to reason with me. If she doesn't get out of this house quick, I'll lose my mind. She's like a witch or something malignant or evil.
Jenny came in just then to change the plates for dessert. As she bent over to take the platter, she held that knife in her hand in such a way that my blood ran cold for a minute. After she'd gone out.
You haven't noticed it, but lately I haven't taken a mouthful of food until I've seen you start to eat for fear she'll poison me.
That's ridiculous. Why shouldn't she poison me as well?
Because she's crazy about you.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
And you're crazy about her. Don't deny it, Steve. I may be deaf, but I'm not blind, you know.
Look, Helen, I'm going into town for a drive. If you want to fire Jenny while I'm gone, that's all right with me. I tried not to dwell on the immediate events, but to think about the time when I'd be free, to go away with Jenny. The drive into town seemed endless, but at last I pulled up in front of the hotel.
Hey, evening, Mr. Gare. Come for the papers?
Yes, and a cigar, maybe, Fred. I looked around the little lobby. There wasn't a soul in there that I knew. I watched the people, One minute feeling sorry for them because their lives were so drab, the next envying them because they were so secure, simple. And I was sitting there staring unseeingly at the local paper when I suddenly came out of this trance or spell that I'd been under. The shock of realization was frightful. I didn't want anything to happen to Helen. I prayed to heaven I'd get home in time. I kept recalling similar instances of such crimes I'd read in newspapers. I'd always wondered how people could become involved in such things. Well, I knew all about it now. Weak fool to let a coarse creature like that lead me into such a thing. If only I could be in time. I'd throw that girl out and devote the rest of my life to making Helen happy. Helen, generous, loving, intelligent, and talented. Why hadn't I thought of all this before? Then I saw the car. It was parked at the side of the highway right at my turnoff. I knew it was a police car. I cursed to myself and prayed. Don't let them take long. I've got to be in time for Helen. Please. An officer stepped out into the road and waved his flash. Please, I said to myself. Please.
Hello.
What's up, officer?
Oh, looking for a stolen car, but not a baby like that one.
A local car, was it?
Yeah. Hey, you better let me have a look at your operator's card, my friend. You must have been doing about 80 along that stretch.
Oh, sure. Here you are, officer. I'm sorry I was overdoing it. I was just in town, and I guess I stayed longer than I intended. My wife's alone in the house and not very well, and I was in a hurry to get home.
You live down this road?
That's right.
Say, maybe that car could have got down in there. I think I'll...
No. I would have seen it.
Okay, Mr. Gare. Just take it easy, will you?
Certainly will, officer, and thanks. Good night. I didn't know what to do. I stood there in the doorway, looking up. There was a light upstairs in the window of our bedroom. It threw a radiance on the screen door and burned with a steady glow, as if it had been burning like that for ages. As if it had witnessed a scene of horror and brooded over it, keeping the secret to itself. When I started finally for the house, my legs were so stiff I could scarcely walk. I stayed off the gravel, walking on the grass, and went in the back door. There wasn't a sound. I tiptoed through the kitchen, through the dining room, across the hall. Then I could see the light from that lamp spilling down the stairway at the far end of the dark living room. My heart thumped so loud I could hear it. I wanted to call out, but I didn't dare. Whom would I call? Perhaps everything was all right. Perhaps Helen was up there in bed. How I prayed she was. I hesitated on the threshold, thought of glancing into Jenny's room, but that would have looked queer if nothing had happened. I stepped over the threshold. Ah! It was that trap, that bear trap. Somebody had placed it there, ready for me. Who? The pain was excruciating. I wrenched and pulled at the thing. Helen! Jenny, somebody! Come and give me a hand. Oh! Who is it? Oh, help me. Help me, hurry. I'm caught in this trap. Get the hammer, pliers, anything. She reached the bottom of the stairs and snapped on the lights. I've never seen such a sight in my life. There was blood all over the place. On the wallpaper, the white paint. Then I saw Jenny, lying on the floor in a crumpled heap, her long braids soaking in Helen's dress. Her hands and face were spattered with it. Her hair was disheveled, her eyes like pinpoints of fire. and against her side I could see the gleam of that long, sharp knife. She was coming slowly towards me. Oh, we were beautifully caught, Jenny and I. She with her knife, I with my trap. Helen, don't look like that. What's happened?
You planned this together, you two. But it didn't turn out just as you thought it might.
Helen,
You
please don't
planned
look at
it
me like that.
together. Well, there she is. Look at her. If I hadn't been ready for her, I'd be lying in her place, and you'd be glad, wouldn't you, Steve?
No, no. Helen, are you insane? Drop that knife, for heaven's sake, and listen to me. She came closer. I made a lunge for her. With the grip of that steel about my leg, threw me off balance, and I fell forward. She sprang on me. I fought her off, but that knife came at me. Face, throat, everywhere like flashes of lightning. Helen, don't do this to me. I swear I came back. Ah! Helen! Don't! Ah! Well, Lieutenant, that police car arrived in time to save my life. But I wish they'd let her finish the job. Then and there.
Okay, Gare. Okay, thanks. I'll send the doc right in. And, Gare, I wouldn't worry too much about Helen. I think she'll be all right.
Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, ROMA, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. Before we hear again from Gregory Peck, the star of The Lonely Road, tonight's suspense play, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. Here's how millions of American homemakers are relieving the monotony of meatless Lenten meals. They are adding zest and freshness to otherwise drab menus by serving a fine Roma table wine. Yes, Roma wine makes the difference between just eating and friendly, enjoyable dining. Try serving Roma California Sauterne with your favorite fish tomorrow. Discover how delicate, pale gold Roma Sauterne lends enchanting new charm and companionship to your table. How Roma's delightful fragrance and smooth, palatable goodness make dining more pleasureful. With baked beans or spaghetti, serve full-bodied, red Roma California Burgundy. They're perfect flavor mates. Tomorrow, Friday, make dinner a treat with Roma wine. Roma wines cost but pennies a glass. So little, everyone can enjoy them often. Insist on Roma, ROMA, Roma wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
This is Gregory Peck. Like everyone else here in the film colony, I've always admired Suspense, and it's been very exciting to appear here tonight. I want to thank Maria Palmer, who appeared as Jenny, and Kathy Lewis, who enacted the role of Helen in tonight's play. Next Thursday on Suspense, a very famous character of crime fiction will make his debut on the air. That'll be Baynard Kendrick's remarkable blind detective, Captain Duncan McLean. And Brian Donlevy will play Captain McLean in a radio play built around one of the most ingenious and cunning murders I've ever heard about. I'll surely be listening, and I know you will want to listen next Thursday to Suspense.
Gregory Peck will soon be seen as star of The Yearling, produced by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer. Next Thursday, same time, Roma Wines will bring you Mr. Brian Donlevy as star of Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
Produced by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. Suspense is broadcast from coast to coast and to our men and women of the armed forces overseas by shortwave and through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Yes, Roma wines taste better because only Roma selects from the world's greatest wine reserves for your pleasure. And now, Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, present
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Chester Morris as star of The Strange Death of Gordon Fitzroy, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those better-tasting California wines enjoyed by more Americans than any other wine. For friendly entertaining, for delightful dining. Yes, right now, a glassful would be very pleasant as Roma Wines bring you Chester Morris in a remarkable tale of
Suspense. I saw it once, in a mirror, in the police emergency hospital. I never saw it again. When they sent me up, I smashed the mirror in my cell the first day. They never dared to put in another. The chaplain came and tried to talk to me about it a few times, and then a prison medic. But I turned over in my bunk and didn't answer. After a while, they stopped coming. 3.5 years. Almost every night I'd dream it wasn't like that, and wake up crying I was so happy. And then put up my hand in the dark to feel, and know that it was. It would always be. 3.5 years. Waiting and hating. Waiting to get out and hating one guy in particular and everybody in general. Waiting and hating. It was a cold, windy day in November, the day I left. The guard opened the gate and gave me the usual corny send-off.
Well, Mr. Malone, I hope you enjoyed your stay here. Call us up, make a reservation any time.
I went on through and didn't answer it. I didn't even look at it. For 3.5 years, I hadn't looked at anybody. I didn't want anybody looking at me, and I didn't look at anybody else. My coat collar was pulled up and my hat pulled down, and I walked towards the river to the little park there and hung around waiting for it to get dark. I knew what I was doing, all right. I was going to kill a man. But first, I was waiting for it to get dark. When it was, I went up into town and caught a train for New York that got me into Grand Central about 8:15. In the station, I went to a phone booth and called Sam Bragan. Then I went down there. Sam lived in a walk-up off Hudson Street, a good dark street. Dark hallway, too. Dark stairs. The 3rd floor. Dark.
Who is it?
Hello, Sam.
Johnny. Oh, Johnny, you old son of a gun, you.
Hello, Sam.
Well, what are you standing there for? Come on in, come on. Wait, let me turn on the light.
No. All right,
Give me
Sam.
your hat and coat.
You might as well see it now as later.
Oh, Johnny. Oh!
I shouldn't have hit him, but I couldn't stop myself when I saw that look of horror and pity that I knew I'd always see from now on when anybody saw my face. My awful, scarred, twisted nightmare of a face. My face. I closed the door and got Sam into the front room and onto the couch. And then I got the phone and called Fran's old number because I couldn't stop myself from that either.
Hello?
Is Miss Thompson there? Miss Frances Thompson?
No, she ain't.
Well, is her mother there?
No, they gone away.
Do you know where I can get in touch with her?
No, I don't.
Well, do you know if they're coming back sometime? I hadn't expected anything different. I don't know why it should have made me so mad. When I turned around, Sam was just beginning to come out of it over on the couch.
Oh, you.
Yeah. Remember?
You had no call to do that, Johnny.
I know. I'm sorry.
You ought to be.
I said I'm sorry. I guess I've been so long where I wanted to and couldn't that I took out the whole 3.5 years on the first guy I could. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too, Johnny. You want to talk about it?
Turn out the lights, Sam.
Sure. Okay.
Thanks. Where's Fran?
Fran?
You remember Fran?
Oh, yeah. You and her.
Well, where is she?
Gee, Johnny, I don't know.
No, don't kid me. She's with Gordy Fitzroy, isn't she? Isn't she?
I swear, Johnny, I don't know what Fran's been doing. I ain't heard nothing of Fran for a couple of years.
All right. All right, I'll find out.
Didn't she come to see you up there?
Yeah, at first she did. But I didn't see her. They got lights on you when you see people up there, Sam. I only want to see Fran in the dark.
Yeah, sure.
Where's Gordy Fitzroy?
I don't know, Johnny.
He's still around, isn't he?
Oh, sure. I hear he's got another place uptown now.
Yeah, I bet.
What's the angle, Johnny?
You sure you didn't hear nothing?
To tell you the truth, Johnny, it was so long since you was in touch. I heard you got a 3 to 5, and that's about all.
Okay. I'll tell you the rest.
Is it how that happened?
Yeah, it's how that happened. You remember the gang around here in the old days? You, Sam, Gordy Fitzroy, and Fran and me that always ran together when we were kids. And then Fran went to City College, and I got into a little trouble. And Gordy inherited that jewelry store from his uncle. You remember all that?
Oh, sure, I remember. You were all good kids.
Yeah, well, it was about a year after the last time I saw you. Gordy was having trouble. He owed a lot of dough to the bookies and had to hock his jewelry store to pay off. And then he had a bright idea.
Georgia did?
Yeah. He had about 10 or 15 grand worth of assorted rocks in his safe at the store. We were going to crack it and peddle the rocks and collect the insurance, too, and split 50-50.
Yeah?
I was going to do the job, but I made him come with me. And, of course, we had to blow the safe to make it look right.
Yeah, sure.
Well, something went wrong. I used too much soup or something, and it blew in my face. In my face.
Oh, so that's how.
Yeah. Only that wasn't all. When I came out of it, Gordy was still there, but he'd ratted on me to save his own skin. There were cops all over the place, and Gordy was telling them how he'd caught me in the act of blowing his safe and knocked me cold or something. And the cops couldn't make up their minds between patting him on the back and kicking me in the belly. We're doing plenty of both. Oh, he was quite a little hero there, Gordy was.
Gee, Johnny. He did that?
He did better than that. He even testified at my trial. Even Fran believed him, I guess. She said she didn't, but I don't know. So I got 3 to 5 and lucky at that. I was all bandages then. I didn't know how bad it really was till after the trial. And then they took him off. I only saw it once, Sam. I never dared look at it again.
Gee. What are you going to do, Johnny?
What do you think?
Yeah, but look, that's bad, Johnny. Why, they'd pin it on you before you got off at the subway.
Not the way I'm going to do it.
You got a way to do it?
Yeah. I got a way.
For Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Chester Morris in The Strange Death of Gordon Fitzroy. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Ken Niles for Roma Wines. Today was a memorable Thanksgiving, and here's a tip on how to give tempting first meal flavor to your Thanksgiving dinner leftovers. Serve those leftovers with delicious Roma California wine. For both robust Roma Burgundy and glorious Roma Sauterne have tantalizing taste harmonies with food that bring out all the subtle, hidden flavors in any meat or fowl, hot or cold. Yes, better tasting Roma wines make simple turkey hash an epicure's delight. And Roma wines do taste better, for Roma starts with California's choicest grapes. Roma's skill and America's finest winemaking resources guide this grape treasure to tempting taste perfection. Then Roma selects at peak taste richness from the world's greatest wine reserves for your pleasure. And here's a holiday tip. Take advantage of present low Roma prices. Tomorrow, buy Roma by the case and save. That's R-O-M-A. Roma, America's favorite wine.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Chester Morris as Johnny Malone in The Strange Death of Gordon Fitzroy, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Sam was always a good G. He let me shack up there, and he helped me out. He found out where Gordy Fitzroy lived, alone in a little house on Long Island, and how he always caught the same train that got him out there about 10:30 every night. He made the contact with the guy that was going to fix me up the package, too. It was about a week later that I went around to collect it. It was a little basement watch repair shop off Avenue C. At least, that was the guy's front. He was a dried-up little guy with thick glasses, and he was working over some kind of a clock.
Yeah? You want something?
I'm Pete Jones.
Pete Jones?
Yeah. You got something for me, haven't you?
I don't know. I'd have to look.
Sam Bragan sent me.
I don't know no Sam Bragan. I don't go by names in here.
Yeah, well, what do you go by?
I just remember.
Well, start remembering.
Let me take a look at you.
I said I'm Pete Jones.
Okay. I guess you're the guy. Where'll I put up the sign?
What sign?
We gotta go on back. I don't want no one coming in while we're gone. Come on.
Where is it?
You're looking at it. That suitcase.
Well, open it up. I want to see it.
That suitcase ain't made to be opened up no more, Bud.
Okay, how do you work it?
You see the slide on that snap lock?
Yeah.
You push it just once. When you do that, it's time to blow in 3 hours.
What'll it do?
Like the atom bomb, Bud. Like the atom bomb. Listen, you ain't mixed up in any kind of politics, are you? Like that Christian Front gang or anything?
No.
'Cause I don't do that kind of work. Dangerous.
This is strictly business. Personal.
Okay. You know what this job is going to cost you?
1 C was what I was told.
No. 2 C's.
Is that the way you always do business?
Materials are going up.
Well, I'll give you 1.5 and a working over. Now, what'll it be?
I'll take the 1.5.
3 hours, you said.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Now, here's your dough. And this thing better work right.
If it don't give satisfaction, wise guy, bring it back.
3 hours would give me plenty of time. I went out to Gordy Fitzroy's house on Long Island the next night, about 9:30, an hour before he'd get home. The place was dark like it should have been. I went around back where there was a kitchen window. I jimmied it and stepped inside with my suitcase full of trouble. For a minute, I stood and listened and almost thought I heard something. Nerves, I guess. Imagination. Upstairs, under his bed, would be the best place. But first, I wanted to set it. I put my flash on the slide lock and pushed it like the guy had said. But it wouldn't move. I tried again, and it moved the wrong way. It must have got pushed by mistake earlier sometime, and then I heard the buzzing sound it was making. I gave a wild look around and saw a space behind the stove and threw it in there and started for the window. I was about halfway out when I felt the blast and something hit me in the face, and that was all It was funny, but I came to sitting in a chair. Just sitting there, in a room I'd never seen before. It was dark, just a little light coming in from the street. And then I looked around a little and saw the bed. I knew it must be a hospital. And I remembered. But it couldn't have been too bad. They couldn't have to operate or I'd be in bed and feeling sick. But there I was, just sitting in one of those hospital nightshirts and bathrobes. Just sitting. And then the door opened. A doctor and a nurse.
Psychic trauma shock. You just have to keep trying, that's all. Well, how's the patient this evening?
Don't turn on the lights, Doc.
Well. Oh, what's that you said?
I said don't turn on the lights. I like it better in the dark.
How did you know I was your doctor?
I guessed. You are, aren't you?
Why, yes.
How am I?
You seem to be fine now.
The bulls outside?
The who?
Coppers, police.
Oh, the police. They were here, but they're not around anymore.
You got tired, huh?
Yes, I guess they did.
Thanks for telling me.
Well, it's nice to see you feeling so well. I'll drop by in the morning. We'll have a long talk.
Oh, yeah, sure, in the morning. There were socks and shirts in the bureau. There were shoes and a suit and a hat and overcoat in the closet. They weren't mine, but what did I care? Because the cops must have quit watching me for the night, and that meant I could break out of here. There was no time for any fancy suitcase jobs now. If I was going to get Gordy Fitzroy before the cops got me, I had to go after him and give it to him, face to face. I put on the duds and got out into the hall and down a back stairway and out through the basement without anybody even seeing me. I knew where I could get a gun, and I got it. And then all of a sudden, I was thinking about Fran. I knew I was washed up. I knew they'd get me for what I was going to do to Gordy, but before that, I wanted to see her. I just wanted to see her. I took a chance that the old dame on the phone might have been brushing me off the other night, and I went into a booth and dialed the number.
Hello?
Fran?
Yes? Who's this?
Fran, it's Johnny. Johnny Malone.
Johnny! Oh, Johnny!
Yeah, me too.
Are you?
Out? Yeah. Fran, I want to see you. I want to see you the worst way, but...
But what, Johnny?
Did you know what happened?
Yes, Johnny, I know.
No, I mean all of it. How bad it was?
Yes, the warden told me. He even showed me pictures.
He did?
Did you get my letters?
Yeah, I got them. But I tore them up.
Why?
Because I didn't want to know what was in them, maybe. Because I didn't want to even think about you. After what happened. And then they stopped coming.
Well, I joined the Red Cross. I've been away for 2 years.
Oh. You sure you want to see me, Fran?
Of course I do. Listen, Johnny, I'll meet you now at Jack's, the old place.
No, it's too bright there, Fran. Too much light.
Oh, all right, where?
Down on your corner, Hudson Street. 10 minutes.
All right, Johnny. I'll be there.
I waited in the shadows in the doorway. My heart seemed to be going crazy, and I could hardly breathe. I forgot all about Gordy Fitzroy and what I was going to do. I didn't even care anymore. Maybe something could be worked out. Maybe Fran and I could somehow... And then I heard her coming down the street. I looked. It was her, all right. I was scared now. I just waited where I was, trying to get my breath. She got to the corner and looked around. And then she stood there for a minute under the street light. And I walked up and went up behind her. I laid my hand on her arm, that's all. Just laid my hand on her arm. And she whirled around and looked at me. Full in the face.
Get away. Get away from me. Get away. Get away. Get away.
I ran. I just ran. I was so torn up inside I didn't know what I felt.
There were tears dripping out of my twisted eye sockets. And then I stopped.
All right. She lied to me. She didn't know what had happened, and she didn't care. And when she saw it, she was like all the rest. All right. And if she could dish it out that way, she could take it that way. I wasn't going to leave her behind either. I went around the block and back to her house. I went up the steps and into the vestibule. It was dark in there. Good and dark. I waited. It was nearly half an hour before I heard her coming up the steps. Hello, friend.
Johnny! Oh, Johnny, why are you hiding here in the dark? Why did you do it? I waited and waited, and you never even showed up, and I was...
Cut it out. You had your chance, friend. And now it's this. I ran out on the street, through the valley to the courtyard, the building next door, and over the fence and through another alley. I was on the next street. There was a cab coming, and I hailed him.
Where to, mister?
Just drive uptown. I'll tell you where later.
Okay.
The next on the list was Gordon Fitzroy. There was no use calling the house on Long Island. I know I'd blown that sky high. But I had to find him before morning. I tried to think. There must be somebody who'd know where he was. Staying in town now, probably. A cabbie. Sure, one of the cabbies up around where his store was ought to know. I tapped on the glass behind the driver. He slid it back without looking around.
You know where you want to go now?
Listen, is there a cab stand up around 53rd and Lex?
There sure is.
Well, that's where I want to go.
Okay, you're taking me right home.
Yeah? That's your stand?
Sure. I just happened to get a fare down here tonight.
Well, then maybe you're just the guy I want to talk to.
Me? About what?
There's a jewelry store up around there named Fitzroy's.
Yeah, that's right.
Gordon Fitzroy. Yeah, an old pal of mine. You know him?
Yeah, I've drove him a few times.
You don't know where I can get hold of him, do you? I mean, where he's living now?
No, I don't, bud. Tell you the truth, I ain't seen him around lately. I think his partner runs the business mostly now.
Oh, he's got a partner, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Know his name?
Let me see now. It's right on a store there. Begins with a Z. Zellman. That's it, Zellman. First name Fred, I think.
Well, you can stop right here. I want to make a phone call. Wait for me.
Okay.
Mr. Zellman?
Yeah?
Well, I'm sorry to bother you this time of night, Mr. Zellman, but I'm an old pal of Gordon Fitzroy. I've been trying to find him, but his house in Long Island doesn't answer.
Yeah, guess it doesn't.
Could you tell me where he is?
Why, he's had an accident.
An accident?
Uh-huh. He's in the hospital.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. I'd like to see him, though. What hospital is he in?
Why, the Jefferson Hospital, room 508.
The Jefferson Hospital. Thanks. The Jefferson Hospital. I got it now. Why, that was the hospital I'd been in. I was almost sure. So Gordy had been in his house when I blew it. And they'd taken us both there. Why else would he have had an accident just the same time as me? Maybe he was right on the same floor all the time. Maybe right in the next room to mine. Just so he was still alive, that's all. Because now I wanted to give it to him face to face. Jefferson Hospital was way out on Long Island, and I knew I wouldn't be able to pay the fare, but that didn't worry me. When we got there, I just stepped out of the cab with a gun in my hand.
You want me to wait?
No, beat it.
What about me fare?
This is your fare.
What is this, a stick?
Hey, you're... It's nothing. I'm nobody. Now beat it. It's the same place, all right. I got in through the basement just like I'd got out. I went up the same stairs. I remembered now, 5 flights. The same floor. Only this time there was an old dame, a nurse, sitting there at the desk. I had my gun out and down at my side before I even spoke to her.
Well, where did you come from?
I want to see the guy in 508.
I'm sorry, but visiting hours...
I know all about that. Take me to 508.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would, sister. Now get moving. We went down the hall. At 508, she stopped. But I poked her with a rod.
Oh, please don't.
She opened the door ahead of me. It was a room just like mine, but it was dark. Just a little street light coming in the window.
Oh, please don't.
I made her move inside. And then I slugged her. I looked around. I couldn't see much yet, but the bed was empty. I moved on into the room, and then I saw him, standing in a door. But somebody must have tipped him off. He was dressed. He had a gun in his hand. I fired, but nothing happened. It was glass. Somebody had snapped on the lights. I whirled around looking for him, and then I saw him. But in a mirror. It was me. Me with his face. His face. They must have come up behind me. I didn't even remember. I was in bed and half doped, and the room was full of medics and cops. But I knew. Gordy and me had both been in that house. Only the way he got it, they couldn't even find him. Only me. And they thought I was Gordy. And they fixed up my face from pictures the way they do to make me look like Gordy. And Fran had believed me. That's why she screamed at me. Because she thought I was Gordy and she knew what he'd done to me. Oh, I knew. I knew, all right. Without even hearing them talking in their low voices there beside my bed.
And then apparently...
I knew.
Apparently the shock, the explosion and all was just too much for him. Yes, he was here for 21 months while we rebuilt his face. And you know, he never spoke a word until today.
Well, he's due for another shock now. He's wanted for murder.
I never even told them who I really was. What was the use?
Suspense. Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, Roma, America's favorite wines. This is Ken Niles bringing back to our suspense microphone the star of the evening, Chester Morris. Tell me, Chester, after so convincing a performance as a first-rate heel, don't you find it difficult to resume being the really nice guy we know you are?
Oh, not at all, Ken. You know, I just whisper abracadabra, and the villain in me disappears.
Well, I might have known, since you're one of Hollywood's most accomplished amateur magicians.
Thank you.
Would you make me disappear if I asked how's tricks?
Oh, now, Ken, I'd like to, but I don't know any tricks that good.
Well, Chester, here's a trick you ought to know.
What's that?
It's a trick in taste magic, and the only props you need are glasses and delicious Roma California sherry. Then, when guests drop in, you simply pour, and presto, hospitality reigns.
Well, that's a trick anyone can master, Ken, with Roma sherry.
Right, Chester, for Roma sherry is the keynote of gracious entertaining, the popular first call for dinner. That's because Roma sherry is better tasting. In fact, all Roma wines taste better, because Roma starts with choicest grapes, skillfully and unhurriedly guiding this grape treasure with America's finest winemaking resources to tempting taste perfection. Then, at the moment of peak taste richness, Roma selects from the world's greatest wine reserves for your pleasure. No wonder more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine.
Well, you're right, Ken. No wonder.
And Chester, so you may practice this taste magic at home and delight your guests, here from Roma is a gift basket of Roma wine.
Well, thank you, Ken, and thanks to Roma. And now, before I return to my top hats and rabbits, Ken, who will I be hearing on Suspense this time next week?
You'll be hearing Robert Taylor. Next week is sort of anniversary show for us. Roma will be beginning its 4th year of presenting Suspense. It was Cary Grant who was our first star, and each year on our anniversary, Cary has appeared. This year, however, he'll be away from town. We'll present him later. Next week, it'll be Bob Taylor.
Wonderful. And what kind of a story will Bob do, Ken?
Well, it'll be a suspense play that involves him in a Christmas story with some of the eeriest and most inexplicable twists imaginable. It'll take all the magician in you to explain it away.
Well, I'll certainly be listening.
Chester Morris will soon be seen in the Columbia picture Inside Story. Tonight's suspense play was written by Bruce Cassidy and Robert L. Richards. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear Mr. Robert Taylor as star of Suspense.
Produced and directed by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Yes, Roma wines taste better because only Roma selects from the world's greatest wine reserve for your pleasure. And now, Roma Wines, R-O-M-A. Roma Wines present
Suspense. Tonight, Roma Wines bring you Miss Virginia Bruce in Night Comes Riding, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed for Roma Wines by William Spear.
Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills, is presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's R-O-M-A, Roma Wines. Those better tasting California wines enjoyed by more Americans than any other wine. For friendly entertaining, for delightful dining. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant, as Roma Wines bring you Virginia Bruce in a remarkable tale of
Suspense.
It was a Monday. The most ordinary Monday in the world. Except that I'd stolen an extra 5 minutes doze after the alarm went off, and I was feeling just a teeny bit guilty about it. Ed always leaves for the office at 9 sharp, so I can't afford to waste a second in the morning. Well, by the time I had the furnace going, the table laid in the breakfast nook, and the coffee and toast started, it was 7:30. That left me 10 minutes more before Ed would be ready for me to run his bath. 10 precious minutes to myself. I suppose every woman has some little pet vanity of her own. With me, it's my hair. Ed's always trying to make me have it cut. He says long hair is unhygienic, and besides, a woman of my age shouldn't be concerned with appearances. I often wonder what he would say if he knew I spent 10 whole minutes every morning just brushing and combing my hair. Just brushing and combing and admiring myself in the mirror like any schoolgirl. Only this morning I didn't. I was a little upset.
Lily!
Yes, dear?
Where's my blue serge suit? I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, Ed, I gave it to the cleaner.
Oh, no.
Well, it did need cleaning so badly. You said so yourself.
I said nothing of the kind.
But you did, Ed. You said...
All right. I'll wear the gray.
You'd better come out and start your breakfast. It's late.
Yes. I'll be right out.
Ed?
Yes?
You know, Roger didn't come home last night.
Oh? Isn't he?
No, and I'm worried.
Well, I don't see why. Half the time he doesn't get home until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, cream, please.
Yes, dear. But he's never stayed out all night before.
Look, Millie, for 2 years I've provided food and shelter for your nephew so he could go to college in this town, and I've never complained. And please don't say it's because of his old man's money either.
You had a quarrel with him last night, didn't you?
Oh, it wasn't a quarrel. I just told him a few things for his own good, that's all.
Well, it was more than that. I heard you. You fought with him.
I didn't fight with him. There was a little scuffle, maybe.
There was blood on the lapel of your suit, too.
All right, there was. Say, what are you driving at anyway?
Nothing, Ed. I'm just wondering why Roger didn't come home.
Well, don't worry. He'll show up. Well, I gotta be going.
Well, it's only 8:30.
I've got to walk today. I had trouble with the car last night. Say, that reminds me, Millie. What are all those glass jars doing up on the shelf in the garage?
Oh, my preserving jar.
Well, whatever they are, they certainly don't belong in the garage.
But, Ed, I never start with my preserves until the 15th, you know.
Oh, look, Millie, look. Raleigh's are sending a mechanic up the first thing this morning to look over the car. I don't want the garage looking like a cannery. Besides, those things are dangerous up there. Suppose they should fall.
All right.
Put them down in the cellar. Why, up there where they are, those things could be the death of somebody.
By the time I'd washed up the breakfast things and fed Bobby's my pet canary, it was 10 o'clock. Suddenly I remembered those wretched preserving jars. I was just starting on them when I got a glimpse of something out of the corner of my eye in the shadows behind me. I spun around, my heart pounding away 10 to the dozen, and then I saw it. The hand hanging out of the open window of the car. A very still, white hand. Roger's hand. It was cold when I touched it. Roger was dead. I don't know quite what happened after that. I know I was running away from that awful darkness and out into the sunlight of the yard, and I was screaming, I guess. Then I must have fainted. Because the next thing I knew, there was a little crowd of people standing around, and someone was holding me in his arms, and that was Duncan.
It's all right now.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead.
It's all right, Mrs. Anderson. It's all right now.
Who are you? What?
You don't know me, Mrs. Anderson. My name is Duncan Shaw. You fainted.
The next few weeks were like a nightmare. The local police, and then the state authorities, too. Questioning, looking, snooping. They knew he'd died of carbon monoxide poisoning, but there were some wounds, too, on his head, and they couldn't explain them. All this and what happened to poor Roger and Ed being so nervous and irritable. Finally, there was an inquest. I didn't even go to it, but it was all in the papers the next day. You're not eating your breakfast, Ed?
I don't feel hungry.
Oh, all right. Ed?
Yes?
What does an open verdict mean?
Open verdict?
Yes, that's what the coroner's jury said about Roger, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Well, what does it mean?
Well, it just means that they don't know. They don't know how it happened.
You mean whether it was an accident or something else?
Yes.
I don't think it was an accident. Do you, Ed?
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Who do you think did it?
What do you mean by that?
Just what I said. Who do you think did it?
I don't know. What do you mean? It probably was an accident. Maybe it was suicide. How do I know?
Somebody hit him, Ed.
All right, maybe somebody did. I don't know, and I don't care.
You don't what?
I said I don't know, and I don't know anything about it.
I didn't say anything more. I just watched him as he stormed down the path to the garage. I suppose it was the way I felt about Ed that was the reason for what happened next. I mean, I'd always felt that way about Ed in some ways, I guess, but now it was different and worse. That morning, I was taking a basket of old junk out to the tool shed, and it was heavy, and maybe I wasn't looking where I was going, but as I came around the corner of the house, I ran right into someone who grabbed me by the arm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let go of me.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean by frightening me this way?
I didn't mean to frighten you.
Well, what are you doing around here anyway?
You don't remember me, do you?
No, I certainly do not.
I picked you up that day you fainted. I just came around to offer my condolences.
Oh, well, thank you.
Here, let me help you with that.
Oh, no, please don't bother.
Oh, it's no bother. Got nothing better to do.
Oh.
See, I'm a member of that growing army known as the unemployed.
Oh, I see.
Where do you want the stuff put?
Please, I wish you wouldn't.
Oh. Very well, I'll be going then. I hope you'll forgive the intrusion.
Oh, your foot.
Well, what about it?
Well, when I dropped the basket, I hadn't realized it.
No, dear lady. I'm afraid this wound goes back a little farther than that.
Oh, I am sorry. Please forgive me.
Oh, it's all right.
But really, I feel terrible. A veteran and no job. And here I've been... There must be something I can do to make up for...
Oh, don't feel that way.
Perhaps... Believe me, this isn't charity. Perhaps you'll let me make you some breakfast.
Breakfast? Well,
Well, then, that's settled. Come along. You must be a stranger in these parts.
You might call me that.
What in the world ever brought you to a little out-of-the-way place like Richmond?
Oh, this and that.
Anything more you'd like to know?
Why, no. You mustn't think that I... Well, here we are. Just sit down and make yourself comfortable, and I'll have something ready in a jiffy.
I've been rude. I'm sorry. You're terribly nice, Mrs. Anderson.
Oh, not at all. Tea or coffee, Mr... You know, I've forgotten your name.
Shaw. Duncan Shaw. And, tea.
You know, Mr. Shaw, I've been thinking, and
No, I won't be offended.
Well, it's just that my husband's always talking about the state the garden's in, and I never seem to have time to do anything about it myself. And there's a lot of other things, like the mailbox and the fence in the back that's falling apart, and, well,
You're sweet.
Of course, I couldn't pay very much, so if it's going to interfere with any other plans...
No. I don't think it would interfere with any other plans. I don't think it would interfere at all.
That's how it began, just as casually as that. A few weeks ago, I could never have done such a thing. I'd have worried about what Ed would say and how I was going to tell him, or felt guilty and ashamed that I was keeping a secret from him. It didn't make any difference now. I didn't care. Duncan came to work every day after Ed had gone to the office and left before he got home. And it got so I looked forward to his coming with a strange, secret happiness.
I hope I'm not disturbing you, Miss Anderson.
Oh, no, of course not.
I was just going home for the day, and I
Well,
thought
of course, if you'll just wait a minute. I left my purse upstairs.
Oh, you've already paid me today, Mrs. Anderson.
Oh, yes, I did.
You said you were going to hang some curtains this afternoon. I thought I might be able to help.
Well, that's very kind of you, I'm sure. Will you join me in a cup of tea, sir?
Oh, I wouldn't want to trouble you.
There's no trouble. I've got it all made.
Oh, so it is. You take milk or lemon?
Oh, please.
I'll do it. May I?
Of course, it's just that...
You're not used to being waited on.
Well, now you come to mention it, I suppose I'm not.
Or perhaps you've just forgotten what it feels like.
Perhaps I have.
Sugar?
Yes, please.
There are a lot of other things you've forgotten, aren't there?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, poetry, for instance?
Poetry.
You recognize this? Edna St. Vincent Millay?
Where in the world?
You asked me to clean out the attic.
Duncan, give it to me.
There isn't much left to give. Millay or Nick Kenny. It's all the same to the rats, but there's a name on the flyleaf. Mildred West. And part of a sonnet written out in longhand. You remember what it was? Mildred West?
Why, no, I don't think I do.
I think you do. I think you know it by heart. Love cannot fill the thickened lung with breath, nor clean the blood, nor set the fractured bone.
Yet many a man is making friends with death, even as I speak, for lack of love alone.
Mildred. You're lovely. Your hair. It's like the Princess Griselda that I used to read about when I was a little boy. I used to pretend I was her knight in shining armor, and one day I would come riding up and rescue her from the dark tower. You see, she was a prisoner, too.
Oh, no, Duncan. No.
And all this time, you've been like her, waiting to be rescued, waiting to escape. Haven't you, Mildred? Haven't you?
Oh, yes, Duncan. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh, Duncan, I'm afraid.
Of what? Of being happy?
No, only of how it will end.
Why does it have to end?
But it will. And then I'll want to die.
There's somebody at the door.
It must be Ed.
I'll go.
Wait, you don't have to. I've been going to tell him anyway. Now's as good a time.
Tell him.
Millie, where is the...
Oh, Ed, this is Duncan Shaw.
Duncan Shaw?
Yes, he's been doing some work around the place.
Oh, he has he?
I'll be going, Mrs. Anderson.
I'll see you tomorrow, Duncan.
We'll talk about that later.
There's nothing to talk about, Ed.
Isn't there? Well, I don't want him around here.
Why not?
I don't like strangers hanging around here. Haven't there been enough of them already? How do you know that he isn't...
You sound almost as though you had a guilty conscience, Ed.
Guilty conscience? What do you mean? Guilty of what?
I haven't put a name to it, Ed, but I could.
What are you talking about?
Murder.
For
Suspense, Roma Wines are bringing you Virginia Bruce in Night Comes Riding. Roma Wines' presentation tonight in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Between the acts of Suspense, this is Truman Bradley for Roma Wines. For entertaining friends, for everyday pleasure, more Americans select Roma than any other wine. That's because you enjoy an important difference in Roma, an extra dividend of pleasure in fuller bouquet, richer body, and better taste. To bring you superior wines, better tasting wines, Roma selects from California's choicest grapes. Then, with ancient skill and wine-making resources unmatched in America, Roma master vintners guide this grape treasure unhurriedly to tempting taste perfection. These choice wines are placed with mellow Roma wines of years before, and from these reserves, the world's greatest reserves of fine wines, Roma later selects for your pleasure. So why not enjoy a Roma California wine tomorrow? Whether your favorite is sherry or port, muscatel or tokay, you'll find any wine by Roma is better tasting wine. That's R-O-M-A, Roma wine. Your best buy in good taste.
And now, Roma Wines bring back to our Hollywood soundstage Virginia Bruce as Mildred Anderson, Wally Mayer as her husband Ed, and Howard Duff as Duncan Shaw in Night Comes Riding, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
We never spoke of it after that. We never spoke of much of anything. I knew he'd hated Roger. I knew he'd fought with him, and I'd accused him to his face of killing him. He didn't even bother to deny it. What was there to talk about? Besides, I was in love. That was part of it, too, I suppose. Part of my trying to escape. Falling in love with a boy years younger than myself. A stranger that I'd only known a few short weeks. I knew I was living in a dream world and that I'd have to wake up someday. But I didn't care.
Will you pass the milk, please, Millie?
It's by your place.
Oh, yes. Well, I see there was another robbery in town last night. Frank Davis's house. He was wounded, too. They took a shot at him.
That's too bad.
Well, you might show a little interest. That might have been our house, you know. That might have been me that stopped that bullet.
Yes, I suppose it might.
And you wouldn't care much either, would you?
I didn't say that.
Now, look, Millie. There's no use holding this thing against me forever.
Holding what against you?
Listen, I know you didn't tell them how I fought with Roger that night, and I'm grateful. When the police are looking for a suspect, you never can tell what they're liable to pounce on, but now...
It's 8:30. You'd better get started.
All right, Millie. If that's the way you want it. Well, I see your protege's out there bright and early this morning.
Is he?
What's the catch, Millie? You're not paying him enough to amount to anything.
Maybe he just likes working for an important man like you.
Or maybe he's smitten with the lady of the house, That'd be a hot one, wouldn't it? Millie's boyfriend. Well, I gotta go.
Morning, sir.
What? Morning.
Hello, Griselda.
Hello, Duncan.
You're beautiful.
Had your breakfast?
Your hair is beautiful.
I'll fix you something.
No, wait.
Don't you want breakfast?
Mildred, I want to talk to you.
What? So serious?
Yes, serious.
What is it, Duncan?
I've lied to you, Mildred.
Lied to me?
Yes. In the first place, I'm not a veteran.
Oh, well, what difference does that make?
And this gimpy leg, this limp, I didn't get it in the war. I had it long before, and that's why I wasn't in the war.
Why, Duncan, why should that make any difference?
Listen, remember the time I told you the fairy story, that first time about the Princess Griselda?
Of course.
I should have told you another story right then.
Does it have a happy ending?
No.
Then I don't want to hear it.
Well, you've got to hear it sooner or later.
Oh, Duncan, please, if it's...
Now, listen. Once upon a time, there was a little boy. He wasn't much different from any other kid born on the wrong side of the tracks. Then. He just happened to be behind the door when the silver spoons were passed out. But he didn't care, and he did have one break. He had an older brother, Mike. Mike was my whole world until he was killed.
Oh, Duncan.
We hadn't been doing anything wrong, just a gang of kids playing cops and robbers with an old warehouse for props, but to him we were fair game. Maybe we did run away, and it was wrong, but we were just kids, scared kids, so we ran. That's when he started shooting. The first shot winged me in the leg. The next one caught Mike in the shoulder and knocked him down.
Who started shooting, Duncan?
Your husband. Mike fell forward on his knees. I can still see him, just a kid on his knees in the dirt. And then the next shot was a bullseye. It hit him right in the middle of the back. I wanted to kill him then, but I knew I didn't have a chance. He was a big slob with a gun in his hand protecting the community, and I was just a kid, but I swore then that someday
You'd kill him.
Yes.
And that's why you came back.
Yes.
And that's why you came to me and...
No, Mildred. That was something I hadn't planned on. You see, I fell in love with you. That sort of makes a difference.
Killed Roger, too. I know it now.
That's another reason. I couldn't say anything before, but...
But murder?
What's the difference, what you call it?
No difference.
And after a while, we could go away. No one would ever know. We could really be together, really be free.
Oh, free?
But we'd have to plan it that way. Something simple, accidental.
Duncan.
I know. It's horrible to even talk about it, but...
No, Duncan, it can be simple.
You mean you...
Listen, he told me himself this morning. He was reading about the robbery last night. He said it could have been our house. He said it could have been him.
Sure. Shot while protecting his home. An accident, one of those things. Does he still have a gun?
No.
We better do it soon.
Yes. Tonight.
Tonight?
Why not? I'll leave the kitchen door unlocked.
All right. What time?
He's always asleep by 12. Duncan.
Yes.
You're not afraid, are you? Because I'm not. Not anymore.
Afraid? No. Just glad. Because at last I'm going to kill him.
I was quite calm after that. I got supper as usual, as I had for the past 10 years. Ed would be home for supper at 7:30. Ed was always home for supper at 7:30 on Thursday. Only on this Thursday, for the first time in 10 years, Ed was late. 30 agonizing minutes late.
Well, something sure smells good.
You're late. What happened?
I stopped in at Lerner's Hardware. Brought you a little present.
Gun?
It's no water pistol.
What do you want a gun for?
What do you think?
What are you afraid of, Ed?
Who says I'm afraid? But what these robberies and all these other things...
What other things?
Oh, let's skip it, shall we, Millie? All I say is a man's entitled to a little protection for his home, for his wife. Isn't that right? Well, when do we eat?
I'll dish it right up. Ed.
Yes.
About the gun.
What about it?
Well, where do you want to keep it? I mean, I'll put it away for you somewhere where you'll always...
Oh, no. No. From now on, this gun's my right arm. Anybody starts prowling around this place is in for the shock of his life. Why, this thing will knock a man down at 50 yards, and any closer... Well, what's the matter with you? You look as if you'd seen a ghost.
Nothing.
Well, come on, let's eat. I'm starved.
He kept it right next to his plate all through dinner. Finally, after about an hour of listening to the radio, he got up to go to bed, and he took that gun with him. I followed, as I always did, to turn his bed down for him. And as I came into the room, I saw him putting it under his pillow. After that, it seemed hours and hours lying in the dark, watching the luminous hands of the little bedside clock creep on to 11, 11:15, waiting until I was sure he was asleep. Ever so slowly, I slipped my hand under his pillow, reaching for the gun.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
I think I forgot to lock the kitchen door.
Oh, go to sleep, Millie. I locked it myself.
I looked at the clock. Nearly 12:15. There was no time for anything else now. I slipped out of bed and down the back stairs to the kitchen as quickly and as silently as I could. I was just pushing open the screen door when I felt a hand like a vice close on my arm.
Are you out of your mind?
Oh, Duncan, you've got to get away from here quickly.
Oh, have I?
But he's got a gun. He got it this afternoon. He's got it with him now.
So that's it. I never thought you'd go through with it.
Duncan, listen to me, please. He'll kill you.
You listen to me. I'm doing the killing tonight. Don't think you can save him at the last minute. Nobody can. What do you think I made love to you for all these weeks?
What?
Do you think it was fun playing Iceman to a frumpy housewife?
Oh, Duncan.
You might as well know it. You might as well know all of it. It was me that killed your nephew, too. I thought he was your husband. Now, get out of my way before I kill you, too.
Duncan, listen to me. I don't care. I don't care what's happened. But if you go up there, he'll kill you. And I don't want you to die. Maybe I still love you. Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't want you to die. Please.
Let go of me.
Duncan! The blow stunned me and I fell. But only for a few seconds. And then I was scrambling to my feet again and running blindly across the dark kitchen and up the back stairs. There was still time. I could still stop it. Please, let there still be time. Suddenly it was quiet. Deathly quiet. Then the lights blazed on in my eyes, and from what seemed a million miles away...
Millie!
I heard someone calling my name.
Millie, I got him. The burglar, I got him. It's all right, Millie. He's dead. Yeah, dead in the mackerel. Look. Well, what do you know? It's your boyfriend, Millie. Your boyfriend, Duncan Shaw.
There's always so much to do in the morning. The furnace and Ed's breakfast and his bath. I can't afford to waste a second. Somehow I just don't have time anymore to brush my hair. It's too bad. Because I've always had lovely hair. Once someone said I had hair like a princess. Like a princess in a fairy tale.
Suspense. Presented by Roma Wines. R-O-M-A. Roma. America's favorite wines. Our star of the evening, Virginia Bruce, will be back with us in just a moment. This is Truman Bradley inviting our new Suspense listeners to discover what our regular listeners already know. That there's an important difference in Roma wines. A difference you enjoy in fuller bouquet, richer body, and better taste. Yes, Roma wines taste better because Roma selects better tasting wines from the world's greatest wine reserves. That's why more Americans enjoy Roma than any other wine. For a tempting taste treat tomorrow, serve Roma California Sherry. Perfect first call for dinner, delicious for entertaining anytime. And now, Virginia Bruce.
Thank you, Truman. I just want to tell our listeners how much I've enjoyed appearing on Suspense. And how much I think they'll enjoy next week's Suspense show, starring Angela Lansbury. Good night, everyone.
Tonight's Suspense story was written by Pamela Wilcox. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear Miss Angela Lansbury as star of Suspense. Produced and directed by William Spear for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California. Stay tuned for the thrilling adventures of the FBI in peace and war, following immediately over most of these stations. In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as Hume Cronin, June Havoc, and others. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills.
This is Robert Montgomery, inviting you to join us for the story of a woman named Eve. Tonight's study in Suspense. An hour of suspense, a full 60 minutes at this time, with the distinguished actor-director, Mr. Robert Montgomery, as your host. Tonight, our star is Miss June Havoc. Miss Havoc will appear in The Black Angel, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed by William Spear. Mr. Montgomery. I believe an apple is honest. Until a couple of days ago, I don't suppose I'd given an apple a solid thought in months. But it was a warm afternoon, and the striped awning over the fruit stand offered shade. And besides, I found myself staring at the apples. All lined up they were, in nice, even rows, shiny and round and red. They were supposed to tempt me, and they did. The first thing you know, I picked one out and shined it up. And then I looked at it close. For the first time, I think I understood why an artist ever set up an easel in front of an apple and painted it. It's really very beautiful, a good apple is. The way the red dissolves into the yellow. It's warm. It's full of promise. I bit into it, and then I got to thinking. That coloring, I thought, is just a come-on, a private sales promotion to make you want it. As a matter of fact, an apple does its advertising in an extremely honest fashion. Mind you, I'm not selling apples, but even a bad apple says, here's a blemish, a spot, a fault. If you take me, you take the bad of me with the good. And don't say I didn't warn you. So you can take an apple on its face value. And that's what I was doing. But as I ate it, I found myself wishing that all of nature's products were as frank and open. You choose a friend, a sweetheart. The come-on, the sales campaign, the covering, maybe it lives up to its promise and maybe it doesn't. With an apple, you can tell. So the one I was munching on set me to thinking about apples and people, about the confusion that arose when the first apple and the first human being got together. The forbidden fruit, and the woman, Eve. That name reminded me of the only Eve I ever knew very much about, Eve Jeremy. I didn't actually know the Jeremys personally, Eve and Frank, but I don't think Hollywood will ever forget them. Eve and Frank Jeremy are memorable, not as individuals, but together as husband and wife. Not just because she was a beautiful actress, or because he was an influential producer, but because of what they became in combination. Let's take a look at Eve and Frank. Look past the covering and see what we find. Now, with the performance of our distinguished star, Miss June Havoc, as Eve Jeremy, we hope once again to keep you in suspense.
Frank? Is that you, Frank? Well, darling, we'd better get a move on. You know how Azadia is about her sit-down dinners. It's after 7 now, and it'll... Oh, Frank, you're not even dressed.
I can't go, baby.
Oh, for heaven's sake. What do you mean you can't go?
I've just been on the phone half an hour. Crawford won't do the part.
Well, she never was right for it
I
anyway.
thought she was. Anyway, she won't do it, and now I've got to find someone
let's
else.
talk about it later, huh, darling? Go on, get your dinner jacket on, please.
Look, you go without me, honey. I've got so much
I will not. I will not be the odd woman there. Oh, you know how Azadia is about how carefully she
Honey,
arranges
now listen,
every...
this is serious.
Oh.
Look, I didn't want to discuss it at home. I'm not the kind of guy who brings the office home every night. Maybe I'd be a bigger shot producer if I did. Anyway, business is lousy, see? Just lousy. Money's frozen all over. It's all right for the big studios, MGM, Paramount, and Warner's.
But it's murder right now for an independent.
I know.
Guys like me depend on money from the banks, honey. And even if I've got the best picture in the world, with money the way it is, I've got to have at least one big box office name so the banks will think their investment is protected.
Oh, Frank, I know all about this. You told me enough about it when you explained why I couldn't play the part myself.
Well?
Oh, Frank, honey, I am sorry. I suppose it is terrible that I'm fussing over a little thing like a dinner party when you have...
Oh, that's better, sweet.
Well, Frank, why don't we go out to dinner anyhow? You know, it might relax you and take your mind off things.
No, honey, now, if I don't get my whole deal set within the next 48 hours and get word to New York about who my star is, we can't shoot this year. And frankly, if I can't afford, I simply just can't afford. I mean it literally, to lay out the rest of this year.
Well, Fontaine can't do it. Crawford won't. All right, who's it going to be?
Eve, just one star that's been right for it from the beginning. Now, you'll get sore again, and we'll have a big shindy about it. But honestly, honey, now, if you could just believe me when I tell you that she doesn't mean anything to me. Nothing but a big...
Lorna Moore.
Yes, Lorna Moore.
And I suppose you've been talking to her, seeing her, trying to warm up that old...
I just hung up the phone from talking to her. I'm going to see her, and so that's why I can't go to dinner. She's out at the Malibu beach house. Oh, look, Eve, why can't you believe me when
Frank, leave me alone. Oh, what do you think I am? Do you think I'm going over to Azadia's and tell them the reason I'm alone is that you couldn't come? You had to go out and see Lorna Moore at her beach house in Malibu. Oh, I can just see that look on Azadia's face when you and Lorna and Azadia all used to be such great friends. You never went to have dinner at Azadia's alone up until 6 months ago. Oh, no. You always had Lorna along, even though she hadn't made a picture for you for 3 years. She wasn't a business deal then. Oh, no. All right. You know how I feel about everything, so you can just go and do as you exactly please.
Darling, if you just listen to me. I don't care about Lorna at all. You must know that. I don't even care for her particularly as an actress. But I need that name or I'm sunk.
She's the only available actress in the whole world that can play that part of...
Yes, she's the only actress that I can get in a hurry with a big enough name.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Okay, Eve, I'm going out to Malibu. Oh, honestly, honey, I don't think I'll be any more than an hour.
You can call
so
Azadia from there. I'm not going to call her.
All right, I'll call up from there.
It wasn't like me. It really wasn't like me. But if a man would only understand that a woman is a really delicate, sensitive instrument. And, of course, that goes double if you're an actress. Frank was actually a very nice, sweet guy. A bit older, of course, but kind and swell. I guess I knew basically that Lorna didn't mean anything to him but business. But the whole thing seemed to explode that night. My wanting to be an important actress and the mortification of having a dinner party called off with me sitting there all dressed up and looking, well, really wonderful. I got up and put my coat on. I was so mad I was cold. I wandered into the living room. On the coffee table was a bottle of gin. Frank had just gotten it out, I guess, to start to make a martini. I let out a little into the jigger glass and I gulped it down. I thought some plaster had fallen off the ceiling and hit me on the chest for a minute. Then I saw something lying under the love seat. A little package. I untied it. It was from Rhinegold's. A gold compact. And on it was engraved, "To Lorna, dear, from Frank." I guess it was the gin made me decide to do it. Anyway, the next thing I knew, I was out in my car, backing out of the driveway and turning up Sunset. I knew I was headed for Malibu. All the way there, I did the most wonderful scenes in my mind. I'd knock on the door, then quickly open it so they wouldn't be able to get out of each other's arms. "Good evening." "Oh, no, please. Don't let me disturb you. I merely came to bring you this present that Frank, in his haste to get over to see you, neglected to bring. It's this lovely gold compact. He picked it out all by himself, of course. And that's his very own writing on it, too. Well, good night, and I'm certainly looking forward to your Academy Award performance in his new picture." I knew which house it was. A white one all by itself up on Trancas Beach, about a mile beyond Merle Oberon's. I stopped a couple of hundred feet from the house. Frank's car was nowhere in sight. I opened the wrought iron gate and walked on up to the door. There wasn't a light in the house. Oh, please, no, don't let me disturb you. This lovely gold compact. I beg your pardon. Then I saw that the door was standing open a couple of inches. I pushed it wide open. Took a couple of steps in and stood there. I smelled cigar smoke. A cigar. I was looking for them, but I couldn't see anybody. It was all dark in my end of the room, but at the other end, 30 or 40 feet across, it was quite bright and blue. Well, that's where they are, I thought. Out there on the terrace, looking at the sea, having a drink. I walked across the marble floor, black and white checkerboard. It was so beautiful. I stumbled over something as I made my way around a chaise. I kicked at it. A discarded boudoir slipper. But it wasn't. It was a foot and a leg. A silk-clad leg. And then I could see better. It looked like a tumbled mass of boudoir pillows. Perhaps a discarded negligee and a chaise coverlet all intermingled and allowed to fall into a neglected heap on the floor. There at that one place. I got down waveringly and edged aside one of the pillows. Satin it was, and so soft, so harmless. But someone had smothered her to death with it. I was sorry I'd tampered with that concealing pillow. I looked for one moment at that grimacing, suffused mask with a protruding tongue. And then panic came on. I made several confused half-turns this way and then that, and then I located the door and I sped for it. But just as I got there, the drunk was arriving. It was that drunk.
Lorna. Lorna. I came back. Forgive me, but I came back. I had to come back. I guess you can't speak to me, Lorna. I guess you aren't hardly able to speak to me, Lorna. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry for anything. Luella or somebody said you wanted to get married again, and I just couldn't stand it, Lorna. I didn't mean to do anything bad to you, Lorna. Oh, Lorna. Oh, Lorna, there's a phone. Do you want to speak to anybody, Lorna? Oh, you can't speak to anybody. No, you can't speak to anybody. Oh, Lorna can't come to the phone. Who wants to know? Well, Jerry, this is Jack. I'm her husband by a previous marriage. Wait a minute. I'll write it down. Oh, all the way from New York, huh? Sounds like you're just in the next room. Huh? Yeah, Jerry Jordan. All right, Jerry. Kiss Broadway for me. No trouble, I'm sure. Lorna, I wish it were possible. Oh, Lorna. What's the matter? What's the matter? How you fall out? Huh, Lorna? Lorna.
I hadn't been able to move. I stood there for minutes after he'd gone. I remember I could hear the seagulls. And I wondered if seagulls were like vultures, if they knew that someone was dead on their beach. And about now, something very strange was happening to me. I was getting stronger, braver, more interested than shocked. I thought I'll call Frank. He must have gotten home by now. And then I remembered my fingerprints on the telephone. I wiped it off carefully with my handkerchief, even though I knew I was wiping away the drunk's fingerprints at the same time. By the phone was the piece of paper he had scrawled the message on. Jerry Jordan, it said. New York, Broadway. I put that in my pocket. Something shiny was lying on the floor near her. I thought it must be the compact. It had fallen out of my hand when I first stumbled. I bent down to pick it up. Oh, it was awful. Because it was her hand. It was a gold lipstick that she had in her hand. I let go. But then I looked at the white square of linoleum that was there. A letter. She'd scrawled a red letter on the marble with her lipstick. A big letter, J. While she was being suffocated, put to death with a satin pillow, she'd been trying to write the name of the man who was killing her. What an actress trick. What a corny actress trick, I thought. But J. Not so many men's names begin with J. Jerry Jordan begins with J, 2 of them. And Jack, her drunken ex-husband, that begins with J. And Frank Jeremy begins with J. And Frank is my husband. I picked up her address book, the beautiful white leather tooled address book on the phone table. I was getting panicky again. I was about to tear the J page out of it, but then I thought, no, that would look suspicious, would look very suspicious. So I put the address book in my purse. And the phone was still ringing when I left. Oh, what to do? What to do? Let's see now.
Hello?
Oh, may I speak with Azadia, please?
They're all upstairs looking at the television, the wrestling matches. I wonder if I could take a message. This is Mike Romanoff.
Oh, Mike. Mike, this is Eve Jeremy.
Hello there, darling.
Hello.
Are you all right? We've been worried. Tried to call you. Azalea said she couldn't understand why she hadn't heard from you.
Well, Mike, I've had this frightful headache. Just more than I could bear. Came on me while I was dressing, and I just had to lie down. It just won't stop. But didn't Frank call and tell you that we couldn't make it?
Haven't heard from Frank, isn't he?
No. That is, he had to go out, Mike, some business or something. You know how he is, so much in his mind.
I quite understand, dear. Terribly sorry about your headache.
Thank you. It's better now, but, well, I still don't think I'd better go out.
Oh, darling, I hope you understand I did my best to see it wasn't printed.
What? What wasn't printed, Mike?
You haven't seen tonight's Hollywood Hush, then?
Oh, that. Oh, well,
Of course, it's just that it was mean, and it happened in my restaurant. And I knew you'd understand.
Oh, of course I do, Mike.
Good night, my dear. See you soon. Take care of that headache.
Thank you, Mike. I will. Good night. The evening paper was where Frank had dropped it. I opened it to the Hollywood Hush column. It was the first item. If Frank Jeremy would like to get Lorna Moore back to work for him, starring in Eagle's Nest, his proposed new indie production, and if Lorna Moore would like to do the part for her ex-Heart Flutter, why can't they keep from fighting at that number 1 table in Romanoff? It started politely yesterday over the consomme and ended up with shrieks for coffee. Round 2 was at today's lusty luncheon, during which Lorna did most of the talking at a medium shout, with Frank eating very dark bread indeed. If this keeps up, Mike Romanoff will be auctioning off seats at ringside tables. We're sure that Mrs. J understands it's all just business. J. Mrs. J. And then I heard them coming in.
Hello, baby. Don't be frightened, Eva. It's all right.
It's all right. It's good.
They think Well, look at you.
I know about it, and it wasn't you. Tell them, Frank. Tell them it wasn't you. Tell them.
Yeah, tell us, Frank.
How did you know? Oh, the radio.
I was there. I was right there with...
Baby.
What'd you say, lady?
She didn't say anything.
She said she heard it on the radio.
Tell them, Frank.
I have been. 2 hours now. It doesn't seem to
He
help.
couldn't have. Don't you see? He couldn't have.
Yeah, we'd better let him go, Lieutenant. She says he couldn't have done it.
Shut up. Mrs. Jeremy, did you not... can you say with certainty what your husband's whereabouts have been since 7 o'clock this evening?
Baby.
Shut up. Can you, Mrs. Jeremy?
Listen, No.
You know he was going to visit out at Malibu.
to visit Miss Lorna Moore.
Yes, I knew that. It was a business thing, and
Well, we got to get going.
Oh, Frank. Oh, Frank. Look, what have they done to you? Look, they've been fighting with you.
We ain't been fighting with them. But that Lorna Moore, she used to be a swimmer in the Olympics.
Your hand, darling, it's all bleeding.
She had long fingernails, too.
Her cat did that. I told you over and over again where they came from. She wouldn't let him in, but her cat raked his hand. It was outside the door. It had gotten out of... Well, so much for the cat.
No, wait. Wait, won't he need something? Oh, please, let me give him something to take with him.
It's all right, sweet.
I ran into his bedroom, looked around blindly, snatched up something at random from under one of the bed pillows, and I ran back with him. When I got there, the door was standing open, and the street beyond was empty. They hadn't waited. They were gone. I stood there in the open doorway, and the rolled-up pajamas dropped to the floor at my feet and lay there.
Oh, sit down, Mrs. Jeremy.
Thank you.
It's just a technicality. I know it frightens people so, but it isn't final. It's just a legal phrase that's automatically spoken in these cases. Honey, I've seen Mr. Benedict give more people off on appeals and reversals. Haven't you, Mort? How about it, Mort? Haven't you?
Yeah.
He wouldn't even let me take the stand. And the compact and the address book, I do feel terrible, not being allowed
Honey, what could you have done? Don't you suppose he would have been the first to call you if it would have helped any? Mr. Benedict never overlooks a witness he thinks can help a case. Really? And he never uses one and he thinks will weaken it. Does he, Mort?
Huh?
Mort, does he?
Well, now, you see, nobody saw you come or go there that night.
No, of course.
The jury wouldn't have believed you any more than the arresting detectives.
Nah.
They would have thought that you were making it up to try to shield your husband, and the sympathy you aroused for yourself would have worked in reverse.
Anyhow, honey, you have to admit he was mixed up with it.
Surely.
Well,
All right, I know that as well as he does. How are you, Mrs. Jeremy?
Oh, I'm fine. Then it's pretty bad, isn't it?
Let me have a cigarette, will you, Maud? Long day.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
It isn't over yet. You're taking the typical layman's point of view.
But isn't it all just circumstantial evidence? I just don't see how they can...
Sure it is. Sure it is. Now, Mr. Jeremy and I had a long talk this morning. Long talk. You understand that I've felt from the very beginning, and I've been very frank with you as to my reasons for thinking so, that you shouldn't appear on the stand.
Yes, I know, Mr. Benedict.
However, I expressed to Mr. Jeremy your natural desire to come forward and tell the circumstances that you detailed to us. Your visit to the beach house and the detail about the probable explanation for the gold compact.
There's no probable explanation for the compact. I told you,
Yes,
Mr. Benedict.
yes. At any rate, Mr. Jeremy and I had a long talk again about the advisability of your going on the stand.
Yes?
He's absolutely dead set against it. Now, if you insist on it, of course I shall have to introduce you. But let me once again say that if you do, you'll hurt our side more than you'll help it.
Well, you all know so much more about it
That's
than
right.
I do.
That's right. Mr. Jeremy, it is his wish, and it's also mine. He doesn't want you to get all smeared up, too, if it can be avoided.
and the wife isn't required to testify anyway, you know, honey. Now, you mustn't
Mr.
feel
Benedict,
that it's lost.
There's one thing I haven't told you. I was confused and worried about Frank, and... Well, anyway, I didn't think of it again until just lately. Her address book. When I was there, I found her
I
address...
don't want to hear about it, Mrs. Jeremy. Well, you just hold on. You're being wonderful about it. This is a real test, and you're taking it like a major. Come on, I'll take you downstairs and put you in a taxi. Do you want Maud or the girl to ride home with you to your place?
No, thank you. I'll be all right. I'll have to get used to going around alone from now on, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
The defendant will rise.
Oh, Frank.
Take it easy, sweet. It's going to be all right.
What does the jury find?
We find the defendant, Frank Jeremy, guilty of murder in the first degree.
In tonight's full hour of suspense, June Havoc, our star, appears as Eve Jeremy in William Spears' production of Eve. Tonight's study in suspense. In just a moment, we will return with Act Two of Suspense.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
This is Robert Montgomery again. Quote, "A woman is a delicate, sensitive instrument, and that goes double if the woman is also an actress." Unquote. Eve Jeremy said that a long time ago, before Lorna Moore was murdered. Now the sensitive instrument that is Eve Jeremy is forced to follow a course that she's never planned for herself. A course dictated by somebody else's verdict. A verdict of guilty of murder in the first degree.
We bring back to our Hollywood soundstage our star, Miss June Havoc, as Eve Jeremy, with William Johnstone as Frank Jeremy, and Wally Marr as Jerry Jordan in Eve. Tonight's study in suspense.
Right over there, Mrs. Jeremy, the second booth.
Thank you.
You have 5 minutes.
Hello, sweet.
Frank,
There, now take it easy, sweet. We don't have much time.
I have to talk to you like this through an iron screen, not even to be able to touch you. And...
That's sweet is sweet. When a guy's
Oh,
been
Frank,
convicted.
don't. I know you didn't do it. I know you didn't.
Of course I didn't, sweet, but it's just one of those things. Circumstantial evidence.
But, Frank, there must be something.
I was pretty optimistic during the trial because I knew I didn't do it, I guess. But now that I look back on it, they had enough coincidence pieced together to convict a dozen innocent men.
Frank, how can you be so calm? How can you...
What's the use of being anything else? I'm like an old man waiting to...
Oh, don't. Oh, don't.
But there's one thing I want you to know, dear. I want to be sure you didn't believe that I was starting over with her. Or that she meant anything to me at all.
Didn't.
She was a star and I was a producer.
I know,
I needed her
darling.
for my picture. She's a... Well, she was a big name in pictures. You knew I'd been seeing her. And when I quarreled with her, it was about you, dear.
Oh, darling, honestly, I know.
I just wanted to be sure. You know, I've got nothing to hide now.
Frank, how much more time is there?
2 or 3 minutes.
No, I mean...
Oh, November the 16th.
November the 16th, 6 weeks.
Yes.
Frank, I'm going to do something.
What can you do,
Oh,
sweet?
don't you realize there's a murderer running around loose? Some man who's free and having fun and going out with girls. The man who did the thing that you're going to be...
Yeah.
I'm going to find him.
How could you find him, sweet? The police tried
They
for weeks.
didn't try. All they wanted was to convict you.
But it's nice to hear you say it, sweet. Because I...
What?
Because it makes me know that you really did love me.
Oh.
You see, sweet, there are things you can face when you're like this that you didn't dare talk about or even think about before. I always loved you, Eve. But you were so much younger and full of ambition and...
Oh, don't. Please don't, Frank.
I'm sorry, sweet. I wish I could have done things for you. There won't be much left for you now. You know how it is in this business. You spend it as fast as you make
stop,
it.
Frank. I don't care.
Oh, I'm a heel. Forgive me, sweet, but it's wonderful to know how you do feel.
Frank, I'm not going to let this thing happen. There must be something. There must be some clue
Well,
somewhere.
don't you think the police thought
But there are things the police didn't know. Things I saw. Things maybe you saw when you were up there and didn't tell them.
I couldn't very well have told them anything about that. My whole defense was that I hadn't been up there. But there wasn't anything. Nothing important.
There must have been something. Whoever was there before you, whoever did it must have left some trace.
Well,
I know what I'm going to do.
what do you...
Her address book. I took it away in my purse because, well, it was open at the letter J, and your name was in it. It was a silly thing to do, but I have it now, and I...
Don't do it, Eve. I love you to want to, but I can't stand to have you in this
Frank,
mess.
I'm an actress. I can carry it off. Now tell me, please, wasn't there anything you noticed when you...
Well, I was only there a second. I saw her right away, and I'd have beat it. It was only,
Well, Frank?
a smell.
What?
Cigar smoke.
Yes. I remember that, too.
Time's up, Mrs. Jeremy.
Frank, I'll write every day.
All right, Mrs. Jeremy.
Goodbye, darling.
So long, sweet.
October 5th. Frank, darling, I've been studying the address book. Under the J's, there are only 3 others besides yours. And I'm going after them one at a time. Tomorrow, I'm going down to see Lieutenant Trout at the Homicide Bureau. I won't tell him anything, but he always seemed to me to be one of the few who tried to be fair. And I might need help. Oh, darling, I know it isn't much. But you must keep on hoping. Something will happen. And if only because I love you so desperately. So desperately.
What's your angle, Mrs. Jeremy?
My angle?
Yeah. Why are you doing all this?
Why, he's my husband, and I love him, and
Look, Mrs. Jeremy, the cops around this town aren't exactly dummies, you know. We know what you were like before you married him. We know that what you kept on being after you married him. Everybody seems to have known it except him.
All right, Dick Tracy. A person can change, can't they?
Sure they can. The cop just hates to have anyone think they can make a sucker out of him. You know how it is.
You can skip the apologies, if that's what they're supposed to be.
Sure. And what's this new evidence? Anything specific?
Well, not very.
Well, for instance.
Did you know that Lorna Moore had a first husband named Jack?
Yeah? Go on.
Well, it just occurred to me that he might be worth investigating.
Why?
Because, well, how do you know he wasn't some kind of madman or drunk or something that got off on a spree or something and just came out and killed her?
You're pretty smart.
Thank you.
That nobody can take away from you. You're smart, Mrs. Jeremy. I suppose you've been through the old newspaper files and you dug that up. The drama appealed to you. You thought of tomorrow's newspaper files. Actress, wife of convicted man, frees adored husband at last moment by securing evidence overlooked by bungling police.
You're very insulting.
Then maybe the next day the caption would read, Hollywood Studios vie in effort to place Eve Jeremy, glamorous actress detective, under contract.
I want to forget everything you've just said. I haven't the time to allow myself the luxury of putting you in your place. Now, please listen to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Jeremy. I really am. It isn't fair to string this out any longer. It's just that a policeman gets a little irritated sometimes at all the help private citizens try to give him in a case like this. I withdraw any untoward remarks I may have made, Mrs. Jeremy.
Thank you. I forgive you.
Now, regarding Jack Gordon, the murdered woman's ex-husband, he is a lush, and he is, as you say, a slightly unpredictable and screwy guy. However, we've already questioned him, investigated him thoroughly, and we're satisfied with his story. We can't prove that he was near the Malibu beach house that night. And there's nothing there that would incriminate him, no fingerprints or anything.
No.
Unless, of course, you want to step forward and say you were in the murder room and saw him.
Well, I really... No, of course not. I
don't want to go that far, hmm?
Of course not.
All right. There anything else besides Gordon?
Nothing definite. Well, not yet. But I have a plan. And I want your help when I want your help.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Tell me, what kind of evidence would I have to have? How specific?
To upset a first-degree murder rap?
Yes.
Something in writing.
Oh, that's not so easy.
You got a suspect in mind? Some particular person?
Well, not yet.
But you might have. Well, there's one other thing. It's an old trick, but it's still good.
What do you mean?
Ever seen one of these things?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Talk into this little gadget here.
What would you suggest I say?
Oh, anything. Just talk.
Lieutenant Trout is one of the most chivalrous gentlemen I have ever met.
Quite a realist, aren't you? Here, listen.
Lieutenant Trout is one of the most chivalrous gentlemen I have ever met.
You see?
What is it?
Detectograph. Think it might come in handy?
Uh-huh. It might. October 7th. Darling, I saw Trout, and I'm afraid he's not quite the kindly soul I thought he was, but he did help me in one way. He installed a detectograph in my new apartment. Oh, apartment, only a room, really, and, of course, my hair is dark again, really black. I've changed my name and my appearance. I don't think that even you, my darling, would recognize me now. Now, about those other 3 men who were the J's in her address book. I'm afraid they're a dead end so far. Johnson was her dressmaker, and Stanley Jellicoe is a doctor who's definitely been in the South Pacific for over a year. I know that the J she tried to write with her lipstick is one of those 4 names in her book. Naturally, darling, we know it wasn't you. And for the time being, at least, we'd better forget about her husband, Jack. After all, Frank, it would incriminate me to bring that out. Maybe if the last one doesn't pan out, I can go after him then. There's just one more. Jerry Jordan. You remember, darling? He was the one who called on the telephone when that horrible drunk answered at the beach house. He said he was calling from New York. But maybe that was some trick or something. Anyway, I have his Hollywood number.
Hello?
Oh, is this Mr. Jerry Jordan?
Yes?
Well, I finally found you. Well, can you guess who this is?
Well, I'm afraid I'm not very good at that.
All right, then. I suppose I'll have to tell you. This is Evelyn Jarvis.
Oh?
Well, don't you know who I am?
Well, no. I'm sorry I don't, Miss Jarvis.
Oh, well, this is embarrassing. Didn't you get the letter?
No. What letter?
Oh, my goodness. Well, a very good friend of yours, who's also a very good friend of mine, wrote you a letter about me, or at least he said he would.
I see.
And I'll give you one other clue. I'm from out of town. Now can you guess?
You wouldn't be from San Francisco, would you?
Well,
Oh, Ed Thornton, eh? He always did have a terrible memory for anything but phone numbers.
I didn't mean to bother you, but Ed said to be sure and look you up.
Well, where are you staying?
I managed to find a little place.
Oh, lucky you. Well, have you got any plans for dinner?
Why, I hadn't really
Say,
thought...
better still. Have you got any plans for right now?
Well, really, Mr. Jordan...
No, seriously. By the time we've had a drink and got acquainted, you'll be ready for dinner anyway.
Oh, no,
Now, you wouldn't want Ed Thornton to know you were acting that way, would you? You just jump in a taxi and tell him to take you to the Brown Derby on Vine Street.
Well,
And, knowing Ed the way I do, I'm dying to meet you.
Well, as a matter of fact, from what I know, I'm sort of anxious to meet you. Darling, just a quick P.S. I'm going to meet him now, and I have a hunch he's it. I don't know why. And I'll remember what you said about cigar smoke. And yet, although I've got a hunch, it makes me feel a little shaky. He's got such a nice voice to be a murderer.
Oh, so that's what he says about me, huh? Fine pal.
Well, he's
I'll say one thing for Ed. He may be an awful liar, but he's sure got good taste.
Well, thank you, which proves that he's no liar. Tell me, Jerry, is this the Brown Derby? I mean, the one you hear about?
Uh-huh, this is it.
Are there any people, famous people here now?
Well, it's a little early, but...
I'm just a small town girl at heart, you see.
San Francisco isn't such a small town.
Well, I live sort of outside of San Francisco. Oh, look. Jerry, isn't that Jean Tierney over there?
Yep, that's who it is.
My goodness. She looks just like her pictures, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what lovely skin.
There's Gregory Peck.
Oh, yes. I thought he was tall.
He is.
Jerry, do you know any of these people?
No. I've never gone around with the picture crowd.
Oh.
Oh, now I suppose you're disappointed.
Oh, no, I'm not. I've always thought it was awfully silly, really, all this worship of stars. Still, Hollywood must be sort of an exciting town to live in.
Oh.
I mean, from some of the things I hear that go on.
Oh, that's mostly newspaper talk. Hollywood's about like any other town. They have their regular quota of divorces and fist fights.
And murders.
Oh, you mean that Lorna Moore business?
Well, I read something about it.
Yes, that was a genuine tragedy, all right.
Jerry, I don't suppose you knew her either.
Well, as a matter of fact, Lorna was one of the few celebrities I did know.
Really? What was she like?
Well, Lorna was a long ways from being the sweet little thing she seemed to be on the screen.
She was? But murder.
Yes, I suppose nothing really excuses that.
Well, anyway, they got the man who did it.
Frank Jeremy?
Yes.
Yes, I guess they did.
You mean you don't...
Oh, the case looked good enough. You can't always tell about those things, though. Any number of people might have done it.
Well, who, for instance?
Oh, well, Jeremy's wife, for one.
His wife?
Well, there was talk that Jeremy's relations with Lorna weren't always strictly business. You can't tell. But I'm afraid little Lorna's life was kind of a mess.
Jerry, were you...
Mixed up with Lorna? Oh, no.
But didn't the police... I should think with a woman like that, all of her friends...
Oh, they nabbed Jeremy so quick they didn't even question anybody else. Oh. Anyway, I was out of town when it happened.
Jerry, may I have a cigarette?
Oh, of course. Waiter, please. Well, what kind will you have?
Oh, don't do that. I'll smoke whatever kind you have.
I don't have any.
Yes, sir?
A package of cigarettes, please. Oh, what will they be, dear?
Oh, any kind. I don't smoke often enough to care.
Can't pin you down, huh? Just use your judgment, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Don't you have a favorite brand?
No. I only smoke cigars.
What?
I said I only smoke cigars.
Darling, don't you see? His name in her book, and he admits he knew her, and the cigars. I'm positive. Now, if I can win his confidence, get him up to my apartment near the dictograph, I know I can do it. We've still got 4 weeks, darling, but I'll have to be awfully careful. He's clever and intelligent. Imagine a man who can carry a thing like that on his conscience and still be so terribly nice and courteous and thoughtful. But I'm going to win for you, darling. I know I am now. Hello, Jerry.
Hello, baby.
You've been waiting long.
Oh, not very.
Oh. Jerry, something the matter?
No, nothing's the matter, baby.
Oh, something is, though.
Oh, nothing that makes any difference, baby.
Well, what is it?
I don't know. Sometimes it almost seems as though you were kidding me, as though you were, well, keeping some kind of a secret that you didn't want me to know.
Isn't it a woman's privilege to have secrets?
Oh, don't talk like that, baby.
Oh, Jerry, you know I couldn't have any secrets from you.
Well, why do we always have to meet here, for instance? Why can't I pick you up at your own place once in a while? I don't even know where it is.
Maybe I like this place because this is where I first met you.
There, you see? You haven't even answered me.
Well...
And what about San Francisco? At first, you were only going to be here a few days. Then you decided to stay longer.
Well, that's because you asked me to, Jerry.
But you're going to have to go back sometime, aren't you? What are you going back to in San Francisco, baby?
Maybe I'm not going. Maybe I'm not ever going back. Maybe I'll go to, New York instead. Do you like New York?
Oh, love it. If you'd be there. As a matter of fact, I haven't been back to New York in 3 years.
You haven't?
No. I mean,
I know so little about you, Jerry.
Yes, that's true, baby. And I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you might even be married.
Oh, Jerry, don't you think that's a kind of a tough thing to say after what I've been to you?
Oh, baby. Baby, I'm sorry. It's only that... Well, you know...
What are we going to do?
Look, baby, why don't we go out to my place for a change, huh?
A change?
Well, you see, I don't really live at that hotel. I mean, that really isn't my home.
It isn't?
Oh, I'm a fine one to talk, I guess. The fact is, I've been holding out on you, baby. Actually, I live in a place out in Beverly Hills with about 30 rooms and a swimming pool a block long, and I've got more money than I know what to do with. Cattle ranches in Argentina, oil wells in Mexico. I don't know what all. Yes, my dad left it to me, and I found out something about money from him. It can be a terrible thing to be rich.
Oh, can it?
All kinds of things can happen to you.
Like what?
Cheap promoters, cheap lawyers, cheap women, blackmail.
Oh?
That's why I usually don't let people know until...
I see.
Oh, baby. Baby, I feel like a dog about it now, but I didn't want you to know at first.
Until you were sure I didn't care about money. Is that it, Jerry?
Will you try to forgive me, baby? Will you, please?
Oh, Jerry, my
Will you?
poor darling. Of course I will. I do. And, Jerry?
Yes, darling.
About those secrets of mine. Suppose there were some things I couldn't tell you yet. Would that matter?
Not if I was sure you would tell me someday.
Jerry, I promise you that. Someday I will tell you. Frank, darling, I know the delay must be torture to you, but you must understand how careful I've got to be. Supposing, I know I can't be wrong, but just supposing he weren't the man. That's why I've got to have the positive, living truth on that detective phone. I haven't been able to get him up there yet, but we've still got 10 days. And I have a feeling it's going to be soon. Very soon. So please don't worry, darling. And I miss you very much. Who is it?
Jerry Gordon.
Wait a minute. Jerry.
Oh, baby. I had to, honestly.
How did you find this place, Jerry? Why do you think I didn't tell you where it was if I didn't have reason?
Can I come in? Please, I've got to talk to you.
All right, come in.
Baby. Baby, Ed Thornton arrived in town last night. He came to see me.
Oh.
He's never heard of you, baby. He doesn't know anybody by the name of Evelyn Jarvis or anybody that even looks like you.
Is that what you came up here to tell me?
Oh, baby, I don't care what it is. Only please.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, baby. Oh, I want you so much.
Oh, Jerry, darling. Oh.
I want you to go away with me, baby. Tonight. I want you to marry me.
You what?
I want you to marry me. But first...
Oh, darling. Oh, Jerry, I've waited so long.
There's something I've got to tell you.
No, don't, Jerry.
I've got to.
No.
And then you can tell me whatever it is, and we can start even. If you still want to.
Jerry, do either of us have to tell anything? Does that matter now?
I've got to, Evelyn. I can't keep it any longer. Not the way I feel about
Jerry, please,
you.
don't.
I've killed someone. I'm a murderer.
Oh.
Lorna Moore. And another man is going to die for it.
Jerry. Now, Jerry, listen to me. It doesn't matter. I don't care what you've done, Jerry. I love you. Don't you know that? I love you.
Can you still?
I've loved you from the beginning. It didn't matter then, and it doesn't matter now.
If I could only believe that.
You've got to believe it. Listen, I can prove it to you.
Baby, what do you mean it didn't matter then? Did you know?
Yes, I knew. Do you know who I am?
Who?
I'm Eve Jeremy, the wife of the man who's going to die for it.
His wife?
Yes, now you know.
And you're willing to let him die?
Oh, Jerry, he deserves to die for the things he's done. He'd have probably killed her anyway.
I knew he was seeing her.
He was a beast. I knew from the beginning it was a mistake. He beat me. He did. He tortured me. I can't even tell you some of the things he did.
When does it happen?
The 16th, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Does that matter to you?
Oh, I'd let 50 men die to get you, baby.
That's why I haven't seen you. I was waiting
We could be in Argentina tomorrow night.
Yes. I'll pack.
I can get plane tickets tonight from a friend.
I don't have to change.
Oh, no, you look lovely, baby.
I'll just throw a couple of things in a bag. Nobody knows about this place.
Make it quick, though.
And it's a perfectly logical time for me to go away for a while.
But hurry, baby, hurry.
Yes. I'm all ready. Now, how do I look?
Oh, you look great, baby.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I ought to write a note to him.
Your husband?
Yes, now, just to keep both of us in the clear. He won't get it before he...
What are you going to say?
You can read it. You can read it if you want to.
Oh, here. Here, I'll mail it for you.
No, I'll just stick it here in my handbag. I'll mail it at the airport.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes, come on.
There's the elevator now.
Well, good evening, Mrs. Jeremy.
Oh, hello.
You, taking a little trip?
Well, wouldn't you if you were me?
Sure, I know how you feel. You in a hurry?
Sort of. My friend here was going to run me down to the airport. Lieutenant Trout, Mr. Jordan.
How do you do? Well, I won't keep you but a minute. Then I'll give you a fast trip down there in a squad car. Let's just step in here. No, not your apartment, Mrs. Jeremy. Next door.
Next door, but...
Really, Lieutenant, we're in an awful hurry.
What do we want to go in here for?
Oh, we took over this apartment a couple of weeks ago, Mrs. Jeremy, when you started going with Mr. Jordan here. Oh, by the way, Brennan and I here, we had some luck with our little gadget.
Yeah.
What little gadget?
What little gadget?
You forgot, Mrs. Jeremy?
A detectograph. Lieutenant Trout thought that...
You thought, Mrs. Jeremy.
All right. I thought.
Mind if I turn it on?
Why, go ahead. There's nothing. Because I forgot to turn it on.
Oh, Brennan does that in here. Don't you, Brennan?
Yeah. Very interesting.
I've got to, Evelyn. I can't keep it any longer. Not the way I feel now about you. Jared. I killed someone. I'm a murderer. Lorna Moore. And another man is going to die for it.
Well, guess that's about all we need to know, isn't it?
Yes, I guess it is. Well, I told you I'd get him, didn't I?
Yeah.
Evelyn. You can wrap him up and take him away, Lieutenant. And don't forget to send me back my husband the first thing in the morning.
Come on, Jordan. Eve.
So long, sucker.
Eve. They sure gave you the right name, baby.
Yes?
Only you wouldn't have needed the apple. Or the snake.
Oh, Frank, darling, it just doesn't seem possible. Back here in our own home, out here on our own terrace again. Oh, and everything just the way it was.
Yeah.
Frank, do you remember when we first took this place, how happy we were, and how the agent took us out on this terrace and asked us if it would be too high up, if we were afraid of high places?
Mm-hmm.
Frank, is something bothering you?
Well, Eve.
Oh, tell me, darling. I know you've been through so much. When I think that today you may...
Look, sweet, I haven't any kick coming. You saved my life.
Oh, darling.
And I know what the answer is anyway, but it would only prey on my mind if I didn't talk to you about it. And there shouldn't be anything like that between us. Ever. Should there?
Of course not, darling. What is it?
I've got a record here.
What record?
That the police took off your detectograph.
Oh,
I want
Frank.
to play it back for you, sweet. I'll put it on the phonograph
Frank,
here on the
please,
terrace. It's all right, sweet.
But, Frank...
I know, dear.
Jerry, listen to me. It doesn't matter. I don't care what you've done, Jerry. I love you. Don't you know that? I love you.
Can you still?
I've loved you from the beginning. It didn't matter then, and it doesn't matter now.
Oh, if I could only believe
You've
that.
got to believe it. Now, listen. I can prove it to you.
Baby, what do you mean it didn't matter then? Did you know?
Yes, I knew. Do you know who I am? Who? I'm Eve Jeremy, the wife of the man who's going to die for it.
His wife?
Yes, now you know.
And you're...
Is that all?
That was the end of the record. That was all that was recorded. Oh, it's all right, sweet. It's all right. I know. Please, darling.
Oh, Frank, don't you see? I had to play it that way.
Oh,
I did.
surely, dear.
Don't you see? I had to make him think that so I could save
I
you.
know, sweet. I know. I just wanted you to say it, I guess. Please, sweet, now, I understand.
Oh, Frank, do you really?
Well, of course I do. Oh, on my heels,
Oh,
sweet.
Frank,
Listen, darling, it's all over now. It's over. I'll tell you. Let's celebrate. I'll go down and get some wine, champagne or something,
Oh,
huh?
Frank, honestly, that'd be wonderful.
Okay, I'll go right now. Only
What, darling?
Well, I'm just getting out of the clink. I don't have any money.
Oh,
Do you?
of course not, of course. Right there in my handbag, darling.
Where? Oh, sure. There, you've got
Oh.
plenty. Say, here's a letter.
A letter?
Well, it's addressed to me.
A letter. Frank. Frank, don't.
Well, you must have written it.
Frank, no. No. Frank, listen, I didn't. Frank, I can explain just how. No! Frank, no! No!
Lieutenant Trout, homicide.
Trout? Is Frank Jeremy. Terrible things just happened.
What?
My wife, suicide. Nerves, I guess. She jumped off the terrace before I could stop her. It's 14 stories.
It, was suicide, was it?
She gave me a note in her own handwriting just before.
Oh. Well, of course, the note says so.
I'll read it to you. It says, Frank, my darling, I've been wrong all the time. Oh, so terribly wrong. You know what I mean. I've failed you utterly. Now I can't even bear the thought of facing you. When you read this, I will be gone. This is farewell. Forever. Signed, Eve.
So ends the story of Eve. But Frank Jeremy's story didn't end there. He was a good guy, and he didn't want it to. Frank's story ended a little later, after another long trial and another jury verdict of guilty of murder in the first degree. And this time, the verdict, in all its implications, was carried out. Our thanks to Miss June Havoc for a superb performance as Eve. Do you know what hate is, really? Have you ever actually hated someone? The word hate is often used and misused. Very few of us really experience hate, the emotion. But next week, we'll tell you a story of hate, the violent loathing of two men for each other, in a hate so desperate that it will tax our normal imaginations, a hate so genuine and honest it inspires a despicable pact where one man sets a price on another's life, a bet that he can successfully kill the other within a specified length of time, a hate so mutual that the wager is accepted. That's the incredible premise of Bet with Death, a story by John Dixon Carr, next week's study in Suspense. This is Robert Montgomery inviting you to be with us next week.
June Havoc is currently being seen in the Darrell F. Zanuck production, Gentleman's Agreement. Mr. Montgomery may currently be seen in the Universal International production, Ride the Pink Horse. Tonight's play, Eve, was written by Bob Richard and Sebastian Moriarty, and was based on the novel The Black Angel by Cornell Woolrich. Lud Gluskin is our musical director and conductor. Lucien Moraweck composes the original scores. Mr. Johnstone appeared as Frank Jeremy, Wally Mayer as Jerry Jordan, Jack Moyles as Lieutenant Trout. Mike Romanoff was played by Prince Michael Romanoff. Others in the cast were Lorene Tuttle, Jack Crucian, Dick Ryan, Jerry Hausner, Frank Albertson, and Alan Reed. Next week, hear the John Dixon Carr story, Bet with Death,
on radio's outstanding theater of thrills, 1 hour of Suspense. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
In just a moment, Suspense with Burt Lancaster.
You just sit down and make yourself at home, Doc. Mary.
Yes?
Hey, look who's here, Doc Lewis.
Oh, my goodness, who's sick?
Oh, golly. Can't a poor doctor make a simple social visit like ordinary folks?
Of course.
I just finished my last call, so I stopped by to a Steel Haps easy chair, relax, and listen to the Autolite Suspense show.
Well, sit right down.
My car and I have had a tough day. We have to keep in shape, too, you know.
I suppose you've got a surefire prescription for keeping your car in shape, Doc.
Oh, you bet. Autolite resistor spark plugs, Autolite batteries, and Autolite ignition systems. I wish every case was as easy as that one.
Well, you sound like Frank Martin. Is your prescription for tired doctors the Autolite Suspense show?
Right again. Let's listen.
Suspense. Autolite and its 60,000 dealers and service stations bring you radio's outstanding theater of thrills. Starring tonight, Mr. Burt Lancaster in Anton Leader's production of The Big Shot by Brett Halliday. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
You gotta be tough to be a big shot. Especially when you're cursed with yellow curly hair and a pretty baby face. I learned about that early, when I was a kid, and the other kids started razzing. I learned that if you bounced a brick off somebody's head, the razzing stopped, and you were somebody. It was a very profitable lesson, which paid off as I grew up, and I found it pays dividends whether you're on East 10th Street or down in Mexico.
Morton, Charlie Morton.
Yeah?
Well, welcome to Mexico.
Well, thanks. You're Quinn, I suppose.
Right, glad to meet you.
Same here.
Well, it's lucky you were the only American on the bus, or I'd never have recognized you.
No?
No. Collins wrote he was sending a young fellow out just from engineering school, but I didn't expect it.
Listen, Quinn, never mind my looks. You asked for a mining engineer, and you got one. Any complaints?
Why, of course.
Well, if there are, you can pay me off my guarantee, and I'll get back on that bus.
Now, wait a minute, Morton. I didn't mean to offend you. I got no complaints as long as you can do the job.
I can do the job.
Yes, I guess maybe you can.
Now, how about a drink?
Sure. Right over here at the corner. In Mexico, there's always a bottle of tequila not too far away. That's one thing makes it attractive.
Must be the only thing, then.
Oh, I don't know. Some of us like it down here.
Is that so?
Why'd you come, then?
Well, that's easy. They told me there was money in it.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. In here.
Ah, bienvenidos, señores. ¿Qué quieren ustedes?
Dos tequilas, por favor.
Dos tequilas, sí.
I hope you like tequila, Morton. It's about all they have around here.
It'll do. Are all the bartenders like that?
No, that's Lolita. Her father owns the place.
Sure to be plenty good for business.
Yes, so. Say, your stuff has all arrived. Last box of equipment came in last night, so you can start setting up the mill as soon as we get back.
Don't worry, I'll get it up.
I'm not worried, but time is important.
Dos tequilas, señores.
Sí, gracias, Lolita.
Yeah. Thanks, beautiful.
Beautiful
See, baby, that's you. From top to bottom.
is okay, señor.
Is plenty okay, baby. Plenty.
Gracias, señor.
Well.
Gracias.
Maybe I'm going to like Mexico after all.
Look, Martin, I don't know how much Collins told you about the setup.
Not much. Said there was a chance for some money and plus a little excitement.
He didn't tell you there might be more than excitement. Jail, maybe, or worse.
He mentioned it.
Oh.
Okay, then. You understand that we've got a ticklish proposition on our hands. We've got to be careful, especially with these people. If they knew what we were planning.
Okay, what are we planning?
We struck a rich vein of gold quartz in the remote mountains about 20 miles from here. I've got my crew mining as fast as we can before anybody around here finds out about it.
So?
The tough part comes in getting it out of the country. There's a wave of Mexico for Mexicans right now, and if we haul the ore out to the regular stamping mill in town, the government will confiscate most of the gold.
I see. So you bring me in to set up a small stamping mill at the mine and mill the ore there, huh?
Right. We figure that in the next month we can sluice out maybe $500,000 worth of free gold, then get out quick before anybody gets wise.
$500,000?
Yes, but we'll still have to smuggle it out of the country. It's going to be a tough job.
Kid stuff.
Yeah? It's not just the law we've got to worry about.
Well, what else? Lolita?
Sure. These people would inform on us if they found out. But they wouldn't tell the government. They'd tell some bandit gang around in the hills somewhere.
Bandits. I suppose they got a Robin Hood down here, too.
Okay, Morton, maybe you'll learn.
Well, at that, $500,000 would tempt anybody.
And a 20th of that is your share, maybe 25,000. That's not hay.
Señores.
Careful, Morton.
Señores, ¿quieren ustedes otra bebida?
No, gracias. ¿Cuánto?
Un peso. Gracias, señores.
Hey, Lolita.
Sí, señor.
You understand, comprende English?
Sí, señor. I speak English muy good.
Oh, so I see.
Never mind, baby. A little is enough. Your old man ever give you any time off?
¿Qué, señor? No comprendo.
Well, let's put it another way. Are you doing anything Saturday night?
Wait a minute, Morton. Better not make any dates.
Well, why not? The guy can't work all the time, especially with stuff like this around. You don't expect me to stay up there...
Be quiet, you fool.
Okay. Never mind, beautiful. See you later. Comprende?
Sí, señor. See you later.
Yeah, you get the idea.
Hasta luego.
Look, Morton, I warned you. Be careful.
I'm a big boy. I can take care of myself and her.
Just remember, there's $500,000 involved.
Yeah, $500,000.
Maybe, altogether, for the company. 25,000 for you.
$500,000.
Listen, Morton.
And 25,000 for me.
That's not enough for you?
It'll do for a start.
You think you're a pretty big shot, don't you, Morton?
And you don't like it, is that it?
I don't like you.
That bus is still out there. And you could get another engineer down here in maybe 6 weeks.
Something tells me I ought to take you up on that, but I don't have to like you. As long as you do your job and stay out of trouble.
Okay, then let's leave it at that. Whatever happens, it won't be me who'll have any regrets. The setup was just like Quinn said, except that the ore was even richer than I'd expected. There was a pile of it already mined, and I put the men to work right away assembling the stamping mill. You know, hard rock miners are funny. They hate being bossed by an engineer who's learned all his mining out of books. And they didn't like it either that I was getting a bigger share of the net than they were. And of course, to add that, my looks, the yellow hair, and the baby face. I knew that sooner or later I'd have to show them that they couldn't draw any wrong conclusions from my face. Well, it didn't take long for the showdown to come.
Come on, Hank, let's knock off. Chow's ready.
Okay. Wait a minute, Logan.
Yeah?
That sluice is not tight. You better get down there and tighten up those bolts.
You can wait till tomorrow. Chow's ready.
I said get down there and tighten up those bolts.
Who's gonna make me? A dude engineer?
I am.
Why, you measly little... Yeah, but you're not tough enough, little man. Oh! Knee me, will you? I'll show you. Well, look out. Look out. You're too close to the gully. Morton, look out.
Morton, you knocked him over the cliff. He went down in the gully.
I saw him.
Hurry up. Get down there, man. He's probably hurt bad. Must have fallen 30 feet. Morton, where are you going?
Somebody said supper was ready.
You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to knock him over the cliff.
Yeah, well, they asked for it.
But you didn't have to fight like that? Like you meant to kill him?
They wouldn't take orders, and I had to show them.
Okay, Morton.
Quinn! Hey, Quinn!
Yeah?
He's dead. His neck's broke.
So, you gotta show us all how tough you are, don't you, Morton? Even if it amounts to murder.
If nobody else wants any supper, I do. I'm hungry.
For Suspense, Autolite is bringing you Mr. Burt Lancaster in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
wouldn't call Suspense very relaxing, Dr. Lewis.
Well, Suspense is certainly no sedative, Mary, but I like it that way, full of ginger.
Like those Autolite resistor spark plugs you mentioned, ain't I?
Now, say, Hap, don't you get me started on those Autolite resistors, because I'm a bug on them.
I guess it's pretty important that you doctors have spark plugs that you can really depend on, huh?
Right as rain, Hap. You know, my patients just can't wait. They expect me to be Johnny on the spot, day or night, fair weather or foul.
Yes, folks, come rain or shine, Autolite resistor spark plugs are just what the doctor ordered for your car. And right now, you can get Autolite resistor spark plugs anywhere in the United States, and they're sensational. Why, no other spark plugs can give and maintain such performance. Autolite ignition engineered a 10,000 ohm resistor right into the Autolite spark plugs. This permits a wider gap setting and maintains it far longer than any other spark plugs. Replace your narrow gap spark plugs with a set of wide gap Autolite resistor spark plugs. You can actually tell the difference in your car. Autolite resistor spark plugs are a great new development of Autolite ignition engineers. Autolite engineers, tests, and produces complete ignition systems. That's why Autolite spark plugs work in special harmony with your car's entire electrical system. Get a set of Autolite resistor spark plugs right away.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Burt Lancaster as Charles Morton in The Big Shot, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
You gotta be tough. It's a tough world. And you gotta be tougher than the next guy. I was tougher than Joe Logan, that's all. I beat him in a fair fight. If he slipped and fell over that cliff, well, it's just too bad. While they buried him, I ate my supper. After that, I had no more trouble with the men. The first Saturday that everything was running smoothly, I went up to Quinn's tent. Quinn!
Yeah? Oh, come in, Morton. I was just looking over the take so far. What's your guess?
Maybe 100,000.
Yes, maybe. We'll pull at least 250.
We'll get that $500,000, don't you worry.
If nobody bothers us.
Don't be so jumpy. Nobody's going to bother us.
I hope not. Say, Morton, I got to admit you've done a whale of a job so far.
Forget it.
Don't worry, Morton. I don't like you any better. But I can appreciate it when a man knows his job and does it well.
Okay. Look, I'm going into town. You want any supplies?
I'm sending Andy in for him.
Well, there's no use of the two of us going.
Morton, I'm the boss here.
Are you?
Yes.
You told me as long as I did the job, that was all you cared about.
That's right.
Okay, I've done the job. It'll take the crew 2 days to catch up. I'm going to town.
I'll tell Andy you'll get the supplies.
Aquí, querido. More tequila?
Si, baby. Come here.
Oh, Senor Charm.
Love me, baby?
Oh, pero sí, querido. I have never met one like you.
Yeah, that goes double, baby. You're sensational. You'd knock 'em dead in the States. I'd like to take you back there. I'd like to dress you up in fancy clothes with diamonds in your hair.
Diamonds? Oh, senor, you must be very rich.
Not yet. But give me time.
It's very interesting. Tell me more, querido.
Later, baby, later. Right now, let's blow this joint.
But, Senor Charlie, is it not you must go back to wherever you go?
They can do without me for a while. I like it here better. Okay?
Okay, senor. Vaya, ándale!
Well, what was that? What'd the kid say?
It's nothing, Senor Charlie. It's a game they play.
Well, what'd he say?
He say, beware El Chico.
Oh, who's El Chico?
It's nobody, senor. You must not mind.
Sounds like a Mexican goblin or something.
El Chico is, they say, a bandido. He not like Americanos. He rob, kill them. They see me with Americano, they say, beware El Chico. It's a game.
I get it. He's the Mexican equivalent of Superman, eh? An imaginary Robin Hood in a sombrero.
Oh, no comprendo, senor.
Well, never mind, baby. Forget the fairy tales. That kid ought to be home in bed anyway instead of running around a saloon.
He's my little brother.
Oh, I get it now. This is the family game to scare off the Americanos, eh?
No, no, senor.
Well, I don't scare easily, baby. I don't scare at all.
Ah, bueno.
No, sorry, Say,
¿Qué? What is the matter, Senor Charlie?
nothing, baby, nothing. I just had a great idea, that's all. Thank your little brother for me, baby. He's just given me a great idea. Yeah, a great idea. For a long time I've been thinking, why just 25,000? Why not the whole $500,000? There's something wonderful about those little bags of free gold, you know? They're so negotiable. You don't have to exchange them for anything else before you can get the cash. With a $500,000 and Lolita, life could be beautiful. And now the plan was shaping up in my mind. I started putting it into effect as soon as I got back to the camp. Quinn was waiting there for me as I rode up, and I could see he was boiling.
Where in thunder have you been? You were due back 2 days ago.
I got drunk. I didn't feel like hitting the trail this morning.
Oh, just like that. Take it or leave it.
Well, that's it.
I don't blame a man for getting drunk. Once. But I'll send somebody else in for supplies next week.
I'm going in. I got a date next Saturday night.
Listen, Morton, I told you.
You want to fire me now? Huh? You got anybody else that can keep the mill going?
I haven't, and you know it.
All right, then. Let's get to work.
Morton.
Maybe we better speed up a little, too.
Why?
Well, they're talking in town about this El Chico.
El Chico?
Yeah, bandit who thinks he's going to run all the Americanos out of Mexico. He's making war on the Americans. Been raising Cain up north.
Up north?
Yeah. The talk in town was that he's heading down this way.
I was afraid of something like that. You better tell me about it, Morton. Tell me all about it.
It was a cinch. From the very first, he swallowed it all. By the next Saturday, he was begging me to go back to town. Keep my ears open, find out all I could. Of course, I heard plenty. Then Quinn was hurrying them in, trying to figure out a way we could get out. But the way I told him, El Chico had complete control of the province to the north and blocked our way back to the States. The only other way was across the mountains to the west, and they were impassable without native guides. Now, he knew that, but I reminded him. And then the next time I went into town, I brought back the map. A greasy, crumpled, dog-eared pencil map, scrawled on butcher paper. It was a masterpiece. It should have been. It took me a whole night to draw it. And it showed an old wagon road going out over the mountains to the coast. I told Quinn I bought it from an old Mexican. It was the prelude for my trump card.
Okay. Map looks genuine, all right. And if it is, that road can't be more than 10 miles due west of here.
Well, I figure less than that. Straight over there in that low pass.
My golly, I think you're right.
Sure. All we got to do is to get across this one canyon right here.
And how do you figure we do that? With wings? It's 300 feet deep and 100 wide.
No, it's easy.
Yeah? That tequila you've been swilling in town's got you goofy.
Well, why not throw a bridge across?
I love the way you say that. Like, why not have another flapjack for breakfast?
Look, I'm an engineer, remember? I'll put a bridge across there in 3 days.
Morton, you do that, and I'll take back everything I ever said about you.
The next morning, I tied a 200-foot length of rope around my waist, took a pulley with me, and started down to the bottom. It took me all day to make it up to the other side. I tied the pulley to a jack pine and pulled the rope through tight and tied it off. And then I came back hand over hand. After that, it was simple to finish the slickest suspension bridge you ever laid eyes on. Plenty strong enough to hold all our men and mules, fully loaded. It was so good that even Quinn had the grace to admit it.
I gotta hand it to you, Morton. I've seen a lot of engineers that can work things out on paper, but not many that can do the job themselves.
Thanks.
What do you say we take a look over there tomorrow for that road?
No need to. I took a little walk the day I ran the cable across. The road's there, all right, just where the map shows it.
Oh, all right, if you found it. I guess that takes care of that.
Sure, we're all set.
Thanks to you. I guess I owe you an apology, Morton. Maybe we all owe our lives to you.
That's the only time, before or after, that I had a qualm when he said that. But you gotta be tough. I couldn't forget that. It was too late now to back out. Everything was ready. We were all set to leave on short notice. Quinn wrote a letter to Collins in the States, telling him to meet us on the coast with a boat. Quinn gave me the letter to mail in town. But of course, I never mailed it. I spent my time in town getting the necessary mules and the gear. And then I went to Lolita.
Querido mío, I have missed you.
Well, it's the last time you'll have to miss me, baby. This is it. The diamonds, the fancy clothes, all of it. Yours.
Mine? Querido, you are rich now?
By this time tomorrow, we'll both be rich. With more gold than we'll know what to do with for the rest of our lives.
Gold? You have found much gold?
See, and it's ours, thanks to El Chico.
El Chico? What?
Remember Beware El Chico, the game you played with your brother?
Oh, see.
Well, that's what gave me the idea, and it worked perfectly. We'll have to thank El Chico if we ever run into him.
Oh, I do not think that will happen. After all, El Chico is only in a game, remember?
Well, never mind the games now, baby. We got work to do. Now get some clothes, but keep it light. We'll pull out of here at midnight. And tomorrow we're rich. All there, alto.
We are here already, querido.
No, but you stay here with the mules while I go into camp with Quinn's train. It'll be dawn in an hour, then you start up.
See.
And remember, raise as much dust as you can. It's part of the plan.
See.
By the time you get there, everything will be ready. Comprende?
See, querido. You are sure there will be no mistake?
Not with me running this clam bake, honey. Now give me a kiss. Atta girl. Hasta luego, baby.
Good luck, querido.
But I wasn't depending on luck. You don't need luck when you got everything figured. By noon, the leader and I'd be on our way back to the States with a trunk full of that yellow stuff. And the men? Well, I didn't even give them a thought. Not even Quinn. Dumb lugs. Too stupid to reach for what they wanted. They deserved whatever life handed them. Just before I rounded the last bend into camp, I stopped the pack. It's awful quiet in the mountains just before dawn. I took a deep breath and... Quinn! Get going, you mangy cusses. Try to look like you've been running for 20 miles. Quinn!
Who is it? What, is that you? What is it? What's the matter?
Alta! We'll have to get out in a hurry. El Chico's on his way here with 20 men. He'll be here inside of 2 hours.
How'd he find out about us?
Oh, it's all my fault. I was a fool to trust the leader. I thought she was okay. She sent word to El Chico about the gold.
You blasted idiot. I told you to keep your mouth shut.
I know. You can kick me anywhere. I've been kicking myself all the way up here.
I'd like to kill you.
Well, I wouldn't blame you, Quinn.
All right, men, get those mules packed. We're getting out. The gold first. 2 saddlebags for each mule. All right, hurry up.
I worked like a demon alongside the men, getting the stuff packed. And then, just as the last mule was getting his diamond hitch, I grabbed Quinn's arm.
What do you want?
Quinn, I've been thinking. I gotta do something.
Looks to me like you've done enough.
Don't you see? It's my fault. It's up to me to do something now.
This is no time to beat your breast. We're getting out. Getting out of here as fast as we can.
No, look, I got an idea. You gotta let me square myself.
Make it snappy. We can't waste time.
Well, listen. I placed a dynamite charge under the eye bolts at this side of the bridge.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'll stay on this side and wait till you're safely across. Then blow the bolts clean so there'll be no trace left.
I see.
You cut the cables on the other side with a hacksaw, and the whole bridge will drop to the bottom where the brush will hide it. You'll be out of sight when El Chico comes. And I'll tell him you've outslicked him, gone north. He'll waste several days riding after you before he realizes the truth, and by that time, you'll be safe on the coast.
What about you?
Well, I don't matter. This wouldn't have happened if I had shut my mouth off. Come on, you fellas get going.
Nuts, we'll stick together. Cutting the cables on the far side's a good idea. He'll lose a day going back to where he can cross the canyon.
A day is not enough. His horses will catch your moves. We gotta destroy every sign of the bridge, make them think you've gone the other way. I'm staying.
I don't know.
It's the only way, Quinn. Look. You can see the dust cloud over there on the trail. He's coming. You haven't got much time to get out of sight.
All right, Morton. Maybe I was wrong about you. Let me shake your hand. Good luck.
Good luck. That's all guys like Quinn can think about. They don't understand a man who's tough enough to make his own luck. All of them lined up and they shook my hand. They all hated me since I came on the job. Now they were shaking my hand. And in a minute, the lead mule started. Soon they were all strung out on that long, swaying bridge. Quinn stayed till last, spacing them out. I waved to him and waited for him to step out on the bridge. My hand inched toward the plunger. But then the stupid fool started back toward me. Go on, Quinn, hurry, there's no time.
I can catch up with him. Listen, I've been thinking, Morton. Sunday, while you were in town, I looked around for that road. I couldn't find it.
They're all right. You'll find it. Hurry, Quinn.
Maybe so, but I was just thinking. Why'd you plant the dynamite under this end of the bridge?
Well,
Why couldn't you have strung wires and blown it out from the other side?
I just didn't. I made a mistake. All right, I'll take the consequences.
You can still do it, Morton. We've got plenty of wire. No need for you to fall into El Chico's hands.
Go on, you fool. Go on. In a minute, it'll be too late.
Too late for what, Morton?
Look at that dust. He's coming.
You know what I think? I think El Chico isn't anywhere within 500 miles of here.
What?
I think you planned to blow up this bridge with the men on it. Drop us all at the bottom where you could pick up the pieces.
Get away, Quinn. You can't stop me now. I'll take care of you later.
Get away from that plunger. Stop it. Martin, get your hand off that. Stop it. No.
The concussion had my head reeling for a few seconds. When the landscape swam back into focus, I could see the bridge was gone. The bridge and the men and the mules. But I couldn't seem to figure out what happened. Quinn lay beside me, very still. I could see blood. How did... I seem to remember hearing a shot. But where did it come from?
Charlie! Senor Charlie!
Lolita! You did it! You shot him! You're wonderful! We did it, baby! We did it! Look it down there, $500,000, baby! 3 million pesos in gold! And all we gotta do is go down and pick it up!
Yes, indeed, a good job, senor.
I stared stupidly at the little man in the big sombrero, who stepped out of the manzanita and grinned at me. A smoking revolver dangled from one hairy paw, and the other was pulling Lolita toward him. My Lolita. She put her arms around him and kissed him in a way that she never kissed me.
We will pick up your gold for you, senor. You are a very smart man, Senor Charlie. I should like to be your friend. Except you are gringo. And you mistake to make the love to the sweetheart of El Chico.
Thank you, Burt Lancaster, for a splendid performance. Mr. Lancaster will return in just a moment.
Doc, what do you do for an acute case of goose pimples, huh?
Well, if I knew, I'd prescribe some for myself.
What you both need are some cool, calm, carefree Autolite words from Frank Martin.
Now, Mary, can't a couple of old jalopy men talk about spark plugs?
Everybody's talking about Autolite resistor spark plugs. Why, they're the best thing that's happened in spark plugs for years. Replace your narrow gap spark plugs with the sensational new wide gap Autolite resistor spark plugs. You can actually tell the difference in your car. You'll enjoy immediate improvement like smoother idling and gas saving. Buy a set of Autolite resistor spark plugs tomorrow. So remember, Autolite means spark plugs.
Ignition engineered resistor spark plugs.
Autolite means batteries.
Stay full batteries.
Autolite means ignition system.
The lifeline of your car.
Yes, and Autolite also makes in its 26 nationwide plants more than 400 automotive, aviation, and marine products famous the world over for engineered dependability.
And now here again is Mr. Burt Lancaster.
My thanks to the fine cast of radio actors who appeared on tonight's show. Suspense is always one of my favorite programs, whether I'm acting on it or listening to it. And you can be sure that I'll be glued to my radio next Thursday evening when Gregory Peck appears in a story called Hitchhike Poker, another gripping study in
Suspense.
Burt Lancaster will soon be seen in the Norma production Kiss the Blood Off My Hands. Tonight's suspense play was written by Brett Halliday and adapted for radio by Lawrence Goldman, with music composed by Lucien Morawick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The entire production was under the direction of Anton M. Leader. In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as Robert Young, Virginia Bruce, Edward G. Robinson, Ray Milland, and many others. And of special note, our star tonight, Burt Lancaster, may currently be seen in the film version of Sorry, Wrong Number, that great suspense play, soon to be repeated on this program with Agnes Moorehead in her original role. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills. And next Thursday, same time, hear Gregory Peck in Hitchhike Poker.
This is the Autolite Suspense Show. Drive slowly. Death and danger travel in fast company. Good night. Switch to Autolite.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Now, Roma Wines present
Suspense. Tonight, The Night Man, starring Virginia Bruce and Richard Wolff.
Suspense, presented for your enjoyment by Roma Wines. That's Roma. Roma Wines. Those excellent California wines that can add so much pleasantness to the way you live, to your happiness in entertaining guests, to your enjoyment of everyday meals. Yes, right now a glassful would be very pleasant as Roma Wines bring you
Suspense. This is the Man in Black, here for the Roma Wine Company of Fresno, California, who tonight bring you as stars Miss Virginia Bruce and Mr. Richard Wolff. They appear in The Night Man, a new study in terror by Lucille Fletcher. It is a story of dark midnights and of a woman to whom the familiar face and voice of murder return for vengeance. But before we raise the curtain on our suspense play, here is a message from Roma Wines.
In many foreign countries where discerning tastes have found Roma wines, they are an inexpensive luxury, imported and treasured. For Roma wines are in every sense fine wines from the choicest vineyard country of California. They are products of age-old winemaking skill, aided by modern quality controls and tests that assure unvarying excellence of taste and character. Yet, Roma wines cost you mere pennies a glassful. Such enjoyable flavor and constant quality, such low cost, such high wine value, have made Roma by far America's largest selling wines, enjoyed by millions with meals when entertaining any time. Try Roma wine yourself. Tomorrow at dinner, no matter what you are serving, place on the table a cool bottle of ruby red, hearty Roma California Burgundy. See how much new zest it adds to food, how it makes a real occasion of even the simplest meal. To enjoy this extra mealtime pleasure, just ask your dealer for Roma, Roma wine, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
And now with the performances of Virginia Bruce as Stella Rhodes and of Richard Wolff as the Night Man, we again hope to keep you in suspense.
Warden Graves.
Yes, Miss Rhodes. Sit down, won't you?
Thank you. I hate to disturb you like this, but I've traveled clear across the country. They wouldn't give me the information over the phone.
I know.
You know what this visit is all about, Warden.
To some extent, yes. You think one of our prisoners, Tom Nixon, has escaped.
He has escaped. I'm as sure of it as I'm sure of sitting here now. I saw him at large in New York City 2 days ago.
You knew Tom Nixon well, Miss Rhodes?
Knew him? Well, he was my mother's murderer. My mother was Mrs. George Rhodes of Huntington, Long Island. She ran a boarding house there. He killed her on September 18th, 1933.
We have all the records of the crime, Miss Rhodes.
Tom was Mother's chief boarder for 10 years. Know him? Why, I sat opposite him at dinner table from the time I was a girl of 15. I knew him as well as I knew Mother. I'd know him anyway.
I see.
And now he's at large. He's free. He's escaped this place. Maybe you're not aware of it. Maybe even his fellow prisoners aren't aware of it. But he's wormed his way out. And he's after me. He's after me.
Oh, now, my dear young lady.
Warden Graves. 10 years ago, when Mother was found murdered, I knew it couldn't have been anyone but Tom. I testified against him. I was practically the only witness at the trial. And when they sentenced him here for life, he swore to kill me. He swore in the open court to get even with me. For 10 years, I've lived in deadly fear. I've watched the newspapers for prison breaks. I've moved from house to house, made few friends. He's hung over me like a shadow. Even though I told myself he was locked up here forever. And now it's come.
And where exactly did you see the prisoner, Miss Rhodes?
That's just the point. That's why I know he's after me. I saw him in my own apartment house.
Well,
He has a job there, running the elevator at night. That's what makes it so horrible. I've never married, Warden Graves. I live all alone in a small 3-room penthouse on the 18th floor of an office building. The other night, about a week ago, I came home alone from the movies after midnight. The big marble lobby of my building was deserted, except in a far corner near the elevator with his back toward me, there was a man, down on his hands and knees, scrubbing the floor. Good evening.
Evening.
Well, where is everybody? Isn't the elevator working tonight?
You want to go up in the elevator, Mum?
Certainly.
I'll be right with you. Okay, Mum. What floor?
I was in the elevator, and he had started to ascend before I really saw him. It was Tom. His hair had turned white, and there was a horrible stoop to his shoulders. But everything about him, the crook of his head, his high, thin, bony nose, the hollow cheekbones, were all the same. And then he turned and stared at me. I could see those deadly, pale, cold eyes, those heavy eyebrows, still black, that familiar, quiet, sarcastic mouth.
What floor, Mum?
My floor. Yes, the penthouse, please.
Penthouse? Where's that, on the roof?
Yes, on the roof, please. 18th floor.
Okay.
Warden Graves. It was like being in a cage with a wild beast. He kept watching me, peering at me furtively as the elevator moved with agonizing slowness up and up past the floors. I shrunk back, averting my face. The light in the car was dim. My only hope was that he did not recognize me.
Here's your floor, miss.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. You can go back down. I don't need anything, thank you.
What's the matter? Forgotten your door key?
No, it's right in my bag. I'll find it in a minute.
You want me to let you in?
Let me in? No, good Lord.
I got pass keys to all the doors. It's no trouble.
No, thanks, but No, I have it right here. Good night.
And that was the first time you saw him?
Yes. Oh, I wanted to die. I didn't know where to turn.
And that was all he did or said?
Yes, but it wasn't so much what he said as the awful resemblance, the feeling that he was only playing with me, torturing me like a cat with a mouse. Warden Graves, I didn't even have a phone. I've always been afraid to be listed in the phone book. And the only way up to that penthouse was by that one elevator. I was trapped up there, at his mercy whenever he wanted to come.
What did you do?
I spent the night crouched against the wall with a flat iron in my hand, waiting for that key to click in my lock.
And the next morning?
The next day, I began to wonder if it all wasn't just a dream.
Good morning, Miss Rhodes.
Good morning, Gallagher.
Lovely weather we've been having. Lovely, dry and brisk, but not too brisk. Not overcoat weather yet. No, not overcoat weather yet. I was only saying to Foley this morning.
Gallagher?
Yes, Miss Rhodes, yes.
Who's that new night man running the elevator? The one who came on last night?
Oh, Foley? You mean Foley, Miss Rose? Why, that's Charlie Foley. Nice old chap, ain't he? Very friendly and obliging, too. Treated me to coffee this morning before I came on.
Charlie Foley?
Yep, that's his name. They're very partial to the Irish here in this building. Gallagher, Foley. But he's a nice, trustworthy chap, Miss Rose. Honest, too. Good morning, Miss Rose.
Good morning.
Forget something, Miss Rose?
No. Just about this Mr. Foley. It's just that he's rather odd-looking. I was wondering where he came from and if he's perfectly all right.
All right. Let me tell you something. He was personally recommended by Ellsworth, Hitchcock, Pearson, and Scott, the owners of the place. And that's the first time that's ever happened in my experience. Don't you worry about him, Miss Rhodes. He's a good man, member of our union, and married with 2 children. Believe me, when the owners recommend a man.
Well, it all sounds like a foolproof alibi, Miss Rhodes. And so you went back?
But I didn't want to, even then. I spent the day hunting for another apartment. But you know wartime New York, Warden Graves. There wasn't another apartment to be had. I let myself be convinced until that night when I saw him again.
Good evening, Miss Rhodes.
He called me Miss Rhodes. And now there was a cruel, sarcastic smile about his lips. The kind of smile I'd seen him give to Mama.
You think he recognized you then?
Recognized me? Warden Graves, I haven't changed. Perhaps I've grown a little thinner. Don't you see he'd come there only to trap me? He'd taken that particular job, plotted, schemed.
Here's your floor, Miss Rhodes.
It was only a question of when. When he was going to do it. When the axe was going to fall. He kept grinning at me as I stepped out of the elevator.
Good night, Miss Rhodes.
Good night. Who is it? Who's there?
Oh, excuse me, Miss Rhodes. There wasn't any answer to my ring.
What do you want? What are you doing here?
It's your laundry. They told me to put it inside the door in case you weren't home.
My laundry. Oh, but you knew I was home. You just brought me up.
That's right. Excuse me, I guess I must have been thinking of something else.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Miss Rhodes. Very sorry.
That's all right. Good night.
It was a crazy mistake. There I was thinking you could get up here some other way. But there isn't any other way, is there?
No.
Even the service elevator doesn't get up this far, does it?
No.
It's just like you're all alone here. Alone. On the roof.
Yes. Tom, if you come any closer, I'll kill you to here. I'll kill you with my bare...
What was that, Mum?
Get out! Get out! Get out!
It's my buzzer. I better answer it.
And then what happened?
Nothing.
He came back again that night?
No. I haven't seen him since. I barricaded myself in that night. Once it occurred to me that I might escape by running down 18 flights of fire stairs. But the thought of meeting him back in the gloomy darkness kept me back. And I didn't know where the fire stairs ended. Perhaps in the cellar, where I would be utterly defenseless.
It's too bad you don't have a telephone.
Oh, it's horrible. The next morning, I got down to the public phone and put through the call to here. But it wasn't any use.
That was the day I was out of town.
Yes, but Warden, I still don't see why they couldn't have told me. After all, I was giving them information.
It's one of our strictest regulations at Osawatomie State Penitentiary never to discuss any of our prisoners over the telephone.
That's what they said.
So you came all the way out here in person?
Yes.
And now you wish me to send someone to apprehend this man.
I want you to bring him back, that's all. Back where he belongs.
Miss Rhodes, Tom Nixon doesn't need to be brought back. He's here.
Oh, no, Warden Graves. Please, I've seen him with my own eyes. Talk to him face to face. Maybe there's someone here calling himself Tom Nixon, but he's escaped. He's free. I know it.
Will you just step this way with me, Miss Rhodes?
No, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see his cell or talk to anybody or...
Tom Nixon's dead, Miss Rhodes. He's buried in the prison yard. I'd like you to see his grave. And this is the photograph taken of him just a week before he died. You see, he wasted away quite a bit. He was in the infirmary all last year. Became very religious, too, toward the end. Spent a good deal of his time praying.
Praying?
Mm-hmm. All the fight seemed to go out of him as soon as he knew he was seriously ill. But you'd say this was his picture, wouldn't you, Miss Rhodes?
Yes, it's Tom, all right.
Mm-hmm. And these little personal belongings, ordinarily we turn these over to the family, but in Tom's case, there wasn't much family. You'd recognize these as his.
Yes, I don't know them all, but that gold watch, he used to wear it every Sunday at Mama's.
He wrote a couple of notes before he died to a fellow prisoner and to the prison chaplain. You remember this handwriting?
Yes, this seems to be it.
Well, Miss Rhodes, now you feel a little better about your elevator operator? Hmm?
You must think me a fool.
No.
An awful fool.
Not at all, not at all.
But the likeness was so extraordinary. It was almost like seeing a ghost.
A ghost? Come, Miss Rhodes. Snap out of it. Now that you've gotten all this off your chest, isn't it perfectly obvious that that poor nightman's done nothing or said nothing to you at all out of the ordinary? It's only that, well, you seem to be the victim of some kind of guilt complex.
Guilt complex? Oh, I'm not guilty of anything.
Oh, what I mean is, Tom has been on your mind now for 10 years. You testified against him. He threatened you. Gradually, you see him everywhere.
No, only this once. Only these last few nights.
All right. But now you know the truth. That should clear your fears forever. Tom's dead and buried. Now, go back and take a look at that nightman again. Now that you know Tom's dead, I'll lay odds the whole resemblance will vanish.
Well, I hope so.
My advice to you, Miss Rhodes, would be to go straight home. Use that elevator as much as possible. Get acquainted with this Foley fellow. For your own sake, try to get the better of these hallucinations. Otherwise, you'll start seeing poor Tom everywhere you turn.
Well, I'll try, Warden Graves. Well, thank you. You've been very kind.
Not at all.
Good evening, Charles.
Evening, Mum.
I have some bags here, Charles. Will you help me with them, please?
Okay. That all, Mum?
Yes, thank you. This is for you, Charles.
No, thanks, ma'am. I never take tips.
It's all right. I'd like you to have it. I'm sure the superintendent wouldn't mind.
The superintendent hasn't anything to do with it.
Well, aren't we going to start?
Yeah, in a minute. Been out of town?
Why, yes, I have.
You've gone quite a while. I didn't see you for 3 or 4 nights.
I was in the country, visiting a friend.
Oh.
Why, it's beautiful weather out there. The leaves are beautiful.
I wouldn't know.
You live in the city, Charles?
Of course.
Oh, isn't it hard to bring up children in the city?
Children?
Yes. Didn't I understand Gallagher to say you had 2 children?
Me? What chance I have to have any children?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm a bachelor. By the way, my name is not Charles.
Well, guess this must be my floor.
No, it's not.
Then why are we stopping?
The elevator's stuck. Power's been cut off.
Cut off?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but how could that happen? It's never happened before as long as I've lived here.
Yeah? Well, sooner or later, I guess it had to happen.
Isn't there some way we can get it back on? Some buzzer for the cellar or something?
If the power's off, the buzzer isn't working. It's a wonder the lights are still on.
The lights?
Yeah. They'll go out in a few minutes, though. And then it'll be black in here. Black as a grave.
Let's get out of here. Open the door.
Can't. She won't budge.
But you haven't even tried.
I don't have to try. We're stuck between floors. The door's flush with the solid wall.
Solid wall?
Yeah. We're kind of bricked up in a cell.
But there must be some way out of here. Isn't there a little door in the roof? Something you can pry open? Something you can climb up out of into the shaft?
I don't see any.
Oh, but there must be. Climb up and feel around before the light gives out.
There's nothing to get hold of. It's nothing but steel and mirrors. And I'm not tall enough.
Stand on my bags. That's a good idea.
You'll never hold me.
Oh, it's all right. Just hurry. Here. The Gladstone's strongest.
No, never make it.
Oh, but stand on your tiptoes. Stretch.
No.
Let me try. Oh, dear. No, I can't.
I didn't think so.
Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Wait.
Wait.
Wait until somebody comes along downstairs and finds the elevator stuck. And then rings up the superintendent.
Oh, but that might be hours.
Sure.
No! Help! Help! Somebody help! Help!
You're wasting your time. Everybody's left the building. I know because they've all signed out. This air shaft's thick, isolated. Nobody's down in the basement. And there won't be any passengers ringing for an elevator this time of night.
You seem awfully sure about all that.
Why not? Cigarette?
No, thanks. Do you think it's safe to smoke in here?
Sure. And supposing it isn't. What's the difference? Here, have one. It'll soothe your nerves.
No, thanks. The air's so close.
Jumpy, ain't you?
No, I suppose really there's nothing to be afraid of. Sooner or later, they'll come.
Oh, sure. Eventually.
It's just that this waiting and all these mirrors and being stuck.
You're not jumpy on account of me?
You? Oh, no, of course not.
But you were kind of jumpy with me the other night, weren't you?
The other night?
When I came into your apartment unexpectedly.
That was a mistake.
A mistake?
Yes, I just thought you were someone else, a friend of mine, someone I've always been afraid of.
Oh.
But now I've learned it couldn't be you because this friend's dead. Dead and buried.
Dead and buried?
Yes.
What was his name? Maybe I know him.
Oh! What was that?
Only the lights. I knew they'd give out sooner or later.
Oh, no! No, they can't! I can't stay here alone in the dark with you!
So you are jumpy with me?
No!
I thought you said this guy was dead and buried.
He is. I saw his grave.
Then why are you screaming like that?
I'm not screaming. Only it's so dark in here. So close and creepy.
What did you do to this friend that makes you so jumpy?
Do to him? Nothing. I didn't do a thing.
No?
It was he. He threatened me. He was a murderer. He killed my mother in cold blood 10 years ago. He was our boarder for 10 years. And one afternoon... Don't move! Don't move!
I'm not moving. Go on.
One afternoon, I came home, and there was Mother lying on the floor with her throat. No, where are you? I can't...
Go on.
No, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Tom! It's you, Tom, isn't it?
I thought you said your friend was dead and buried.
Stop playing with me. Stop torturing me. Tell me the truth. You escaped, didn't you? You didn't die, and it was someone else's grave, just as I thought. You escaped and found me here. Answer me, Tom. Where are you? I can't see you. I can't. Ah! Oh, no. No, Tom. I didn't mean it. I didn't. I didn't mean to send you there. It was only because I loved you, Tom. Loved you so blindly, passionately, for years. And hated Mama. And hated you for loving her. It was only to get revenge on you both that I killed her. And framed you. Mama was so cruel to me, Tom. She treated me like a slave. And all the time flaunting you in my face. If you'd spoken one kind word to me, Tom, at the trial. One word to let me know you loved me. You're going to kill me, aren't you, Tom? No, no, Tom! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I don't want to die, Tom!
Here's the lobby, Mum. You can get out here, or I'll take you back up to the penthouse as soon as we've picked up the other passenger.
On the lobby? You brought me down to the lobby?
Yes, Mum.
Then you're not Tom?
No, Mum.
You're not going to kill me? I'm free?
Yes, Mum.
Then it was all just a crazy illusion. A nightmare because the power went off and you look so much like Tom Nixon. Oh, forgive me. Please forgive me for being so absurd.
It's okay, Mum.
And you'll forget about those silly things I said, won't you? I didn't mean them. It was just because I was beside myself.
What silly things, Mum?
Those silly things about my mother and Tom. And now, this is for you. No, I insist this time. I insist.
I'm sorry, Mum. But I'm afraid I never accept tips.
Oh, but you must.
Particularly from people who framed my twin brother. Good evening, Warden Graves.
Good evening, Lieutenant Nixon. Well done.
And so closes The Night Man, starring Virginia Bruce and Richard Wolff. Tonight's study in Suspense. Suspense is produced and directed by William Spear.
To every woman listening tonight, I want to say a special word about making every dinner or supper you serve taste better. I want to urge you to start serving Roma wine with your meals. It's simple. The cost is very, very little, and it works magic in making food more enjoyable. You can serve Roma wine with any meal or any time in any kind of glass you wish. Serve it chilled. Try different kinds of Roma wine until you find those you enjoy most of all. Try hearty red Roma California Burgundy or the delicately delicious Roma California Sauterne. The cost is only pennies a glass, but you'll find even a pickup supper tastes like a banquet. Get Roma wines today. If your dealer is temporarily out of them, please try again soon. Just ask for R-O-M-A, Roma Wines, America's largest selling wines, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world.
Richard Wolff appeared through the courtesy of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of Mrs. Parkington. Next Thursday, same time, you will hear Mr. Van Johnson and Mr. Keenan Wynn as stars of Suspense.
Presented by Roma Wines, R-O-M-A, made in California for enjoyment throughout the world. Remember this, the war is not over. For every reason, patriotic and personal, continue to buy and keep war bonds. Put as much of your money as possible where it will serve as a reserve to be used in the future. War bond dollars now can mean the realization of your long-range peacetime objectives. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.